proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about. Have your fucking cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. Bitch, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
One more time.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought, proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about. Have your fucking cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. Bitch, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Okay. I can't ever get to it to stop it.
Yeah. These.
There we go. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. Oh, shit. Okay. Hi, everybody. Oh, God. Oh, thank you, Tashi. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Tashi. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Evie, Glitters and Gold. Tootie. Jess. Wild Angels here. My friend Sherry. Deanna. Robin Barber. Oh, Teresa Bronson. Mary Jane Doe. My cat meowing on the other side of the door, wanting kitten chow. Oh, come on. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, hi, Innocent. Donna Clark, Rose Petal, the Girl Waffles, Sidekick. She has her drink or whatever. It's cute. Shannon Deb Vlogs. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for coming, everyone. Yeah, it's cotton, see? Kind of a thick cotton, like for winter, but it's perfect for dancing in because, oops. Yeah. Hi, Claire. Hi, oh, God. Let's see. Look at that. I have all my, thank you. I have all my little regular, not little, but all my regulars here. You guys can hear me, right? Right? All right. Let's go. Invite. Now, this isn't going to be a 5-hour, 7-hour thing because it's already 1:30 here. I don't want to be up all night. Like, I totally don't want to. Yeah. We all in a timeout, says Robin Barber. Timeout? What? Everyone's in a timeout? Oh, because I left for a second? Okay. Okay. What am I trying to do? Okay. Alrighty then. Hi, Marion Ann Bays. Hi, Max Smith. Hi, everybody. I hope each and every single one of you is having a good day and a good night. Or now it's a good morning now, isn't it? Cooey! says Lulu. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing good, you guys. I'm up to, oh God, what am I up to now? The heck am I up to? Thank you, Teresa. Well, you know, now see that? Wait, do I have more over here? More bluish. I like to match my color to my clothes the best I can. Okay, so I put the link in. 2004. Then it's not. Donna says 2094. It's not that, and it's more than 2004. Because on my thing it said 2024, and then last night, and then today it was 2034, and then it was I think it's 2036 or something like that right now. Yeah. Yeah, please hit the like. Thank you. Hello. Hi, everybody. All right. So, hey, guys, was the dance frozen for any of you or just me? Yeah, was it frozen for everybody? What's up with that? Yeah, I know, but I checked it, Melly Joe. It's more than that. I'm going to go look at it because in my YouTube studio will be the right thing. All right, so what I'm going to do is play the next song after that one, and we'll see what that's like. That one we just heard was called, let's see. That one we just heard was called Tell Me That I Can't, I think. Or is it That's What It Takes? Shoot. Oh, now I don't know what one I just played. Isn't that awful? Let me see. Was it this one? Let's just see. Did I just play this? No. No. So it was this one I just played.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost.
Right?
I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down.
Tell me
I'll be
that
getting
I
loud, you can never
can't.
doubt, not what I'm about. Have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round.
All right, I'm gonna go peek in my studio.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease.
Why is the screen frozen? What, right now again? What is it?
Just tell me that I can't. Just tell me that I can't. Just tell me that I can't. Just tell me that I can't.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase it? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Okay.
Just tell me that I can.
Please say anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Oh God, my head.
Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Oh, thank God it didn't start again. All right, you guys. How's my sound? Good? Shaking the trees. Ha ha ha. It was fun banging my head, right? But oh my God, you guys. I literally was getting a headache within seconds. All right. Hi, Warrior Nun. Deanna. According to Leanie. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. So I went and checked. Not bragging, just saying, 2044. It is. I'm telling you. Oh, nice. Thank you, HRH. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, God, you guys. Now it's hurting. Oh, God. It is NFX. I had no idea they started out in... I know. I can't even flippin' believe it, you guys. I didn't think I was going to reach... I don't know. I thought it would be March or something. Sometime in March. That might even have been wishful thinking. It's because of all the help I got from other channels, most definitely. Mark the Shark. Guys, go over and sub up to him. He's under at Marcus, K-U-S, right? Marcus the Shark. And Morbid. A lot of people know who he is. Well, thank you. Thank you, M4573R. Thank you. Well, thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you. I think actually I forgot to put the amount of blue that I wanted to under here. That's okay. All right, so not used to this music. Don't know how you feel about it. Yeah, I'll do another rapper after this one. Right? I'll type in something. Okay, so who's 6'9"? That's incredibly tall. I know. It's because of all your wonderful friendly subs making everyone feel so welcome. Thank you. Oh, really, Deanna? They just kind of dumped their channels. Oh, it froze again? It was the music frozen for everyone else, you guys? Was it? Yeah, Marcus. Thank you, Sidekick. Oh, God. Okay, I'll put the link in again. And we'll get this Monday night rolling. Okay, invite. Copy. Down there. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. God, you guys, it froze again. Oh, God, I hate this. Jeez. All right, I got a damn reboot. Golly. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. So now I got to go back. Oh, there it is. Oh, Lord. Maybe it's just slow. You can play certain songs, you get a copyright. I can answer that. Yes. But that's why these songs are on the YouTube library. They're not, I mean, they are, but I had to pick them, right? Sorry, I'm trying to pull my feathers out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. It's so sweet. Oh, that's no problem, my girl Waffles. All right, I hope I said hi to everyone. All right, who's going to partake? That's really strong. That's kind of small. If anybody would like to contribute to my channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. Hey, Robin's here. Hi there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I was just wondering because I know they said they had a list of certain songs you can play that you wouldn't get copyrighted at. I didn't know Tattoo Rebel, I think, said that.
Yeah, well, they have a list in the YouTube library. So in the studio, you go to the tune, the note thing. Anyway, but I played them all, the ones I wanted to that weren't real slow. And so there's another place where you could type in artist. I thought I might get 2 or 3 songs. I got a ton of songs. I typed in Netflix. I typed and I got a lot. Yeah.
Oh, so you can just type in the name of the group and they would come out with it?
Yeah. The ones that are okay to play come right out. I just couldn't believe it. I had never used that before. Mm-hmm. Isn't that wonderful? Do you have a channel?
No, I will never have, never have a channel. Not the way people, I see people tore out, they get people tear them up. And I'm very private. I'm very like a closed book. I'll tell people what I feel. I don't think I do very well.
Well, I mean, you might, but it is definitely, I mean, it takes a good chunk out of your evening. You know what I mean?
Because I could see how you deal with people that, would probably get me very angry. I would go over the top with them and then I would probably lose my channel for, lashing out at the people. So,
Well, I mean, not you, but people can be like all the rest and lash out.
Oh, yeah, I could just see it. It'd be horrible. So I would be just like, I'd rather not watch.
Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, so, yeah. So what's up? Anything?
Nothing new, just the same old, just trying to get through and watching the news and how things are getting and hoping people are getting prepared for God only knows what may come, I've been trying, a little bit here and there, saving, I know people think I'm nuts, but rice, peas, when times and it's going to get rough, I think.
Is it going to it's probably going to get rough on election day. Are you talking about this whole next year after election day? Because
just with the border issues alone, and then if we don't, the election and just a whole lot that's been coming out, and
right.
I just pray that everything goes well, and we all are okay, and that we all can survive through it. I know I'm going to. I'll fight like hell, but
right. I'm trying to write your name in here. It's in here. Display name Robin. It says it right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hit save, but yet it doesn't work anymore on the
maybe because I have to put my full name.
Oh, maybe that's, what is it? Oh, Barber.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that is it. Let's see, because I tried this the other day. Nobody knows who's up here ever anymore. I hit save. See, nothing. Is it this pencil? Add item. Add item. Add item. That has nothing to do with anything.
No, there's a lot of weird, like little buttons and stuff. I don't dare touch anything. So I was like, oh
God.
my
I know. Why wouldn't your name come up? That makes just no sense. Invite. Let me peek at the invite. Oh. I don't know.
Did you ever get your not copyright, but your monetization?
No, and I don't. For all the well, for one, I don't have a with your banner up, you can't see the names. Oh. No, the names would be right under there, wouldn't they? Here, let me take it down and see. What did you just ask me?
Oh, if you were monetized yet?
That's what it is.
What?
Okay, I'll just do the ticker. That's what it is. There's your name. All right. Yeah, the monetization, I don't think I'm going to do it. Maybe not ever, or maybe not now, because Marcus
They're
the
pretty
Shark.
strict.
Yeah, I was listening to, what Mark was saying, and I don't want to be held to all these sort of YouTube rules. I mean, if people want to donate, they can just as easily do it on my Cash App or PayPal. I mean, that's how I feel. A lot of thousands have that now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't, then a what is it called? Super chat,
Yeah.
would be the
Yeah,
thing.
because you
But
could get memberships and everything, it'd be a lot different. But then they'd have a lot more rules and a lot more other things.
yeah, maybe even the lives I've done would be taken down. As you notice, this dance tonight was tamed down a lot.
I think
And
you do wonderful, Tina, no matter what you do. And if people don't like it, there's, other
mhm.
channels they can go to. And if they, suck it up and grow up, really.
Well, thank you. I mean, the thing is, it's not the 60s, 70s, even 80s or 90s. I mean, people wear a lot
Oh
less
my
at the
God.
beach. Of
Do you
course,
ever
I'm
walk
not at the
down
beach,
like
but
New York City? Have you been ever to New York City?
not in years since I was
Oh, well,
24.
you'd be surprised sometimes what you see. So, I mean, I wouldn't worry about what you're
Really?
doing.
Wow. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, pin my Cash App. Well, I gotta go. Yeah, I could. I have it streaming. And pin the Streamyard. She could make her name on Streamyards or her cat. Well, I mean, see, I do. You guys, I have it streaming on the bottom. Hi, Maria G. This isn't going to be a 5-hour live. You know what I mean? It's just going to be, a couple hours or whatever. And
Yeah. I bet you're tired.
well, yeah, I just really bounced around and danced quite a bit. I'm a little tired from that, but when I woke up later today, I mean, I don't want to say the house was trash, but the cats, they get into things, and it's concerning, because the kittens, they find the littlest piece of fuzz. I mean, it's not
Oh
going to kill them, right? But
oh no, I know my cats do the same thing. I have
mhm.
my dogs and my cats, and they find ways of destroying things.
Yeah, yeah. Um, See, you're a regular on Ernie's show, so I'm trying not to just bring up his program every time
Oh,
I'm
I'm
here.
not
No,
going to,
yeah, well, no, you're
unless
not.
it
I'm
comes up or
saying I'm
something.
trying not to. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I'm sure he doesn't mind, but but yeah. Take banner down to add names. I'm so glad, Donna, that you told me that.
I wonder how you could add a banner behind your, like where you are now, like just behind the
Oh,
pictures, like how Ernie does it, where you
yeah.
can have people up, but you can still see the back
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, let me try that. Because I do have, whoops, now what? Oh, okay. I do have a pretty good, oh, I have to click that one off. Why is it frozen? Why is it acting like this? Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh my God. Hold on here. I'm not even able to move this thing right here. Create a banner. Oh, now it's scrolling. No, it's not. Is it under brand? No. Oh, it is.
Would it be a layout?
Yeah, it was under brand. That was the problem. Okay, so I've got this. And then to add the people, do I hit on us again or do I do that?
Try that. Try hitting on this again and see.
All right. If I lose you, just hop back up. Well, I'll hit on me first. No, it says remove from stage. Solo layout. Edit audio avatar. Maybe I need to hit solo layout. Hi, Sherry. Just trying to figure out how I can fit us in here. Maybe that has to be hit. Okay, hold on here. Very strange. Okay, all three of us are on stage but covered up.
Yeah, I don't know how some people do it where they have it
Banners
just
up.
in the back.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm
Like
hitting. There must be a settings. General recording layout. Oh, guess. Guess must authenticate. Play a sound. What does authenticate even mean? No band guess. Guess for important streams. Oh, so the guess to authenticate, that's proving they're really who they are?
That could be it.
Okay, so only the real deals can come up. I didn't have a check in that. Best way to manage guests. Green room. I know, there's a green room.
There's many different settings.
Oh, you guys. Oh, this is cinema layout. We got cropped and group. Okay, let's go with the crop solo layout to show background image.
Oh, there you go.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
But it's crop solo, so I'll do crop. I'll hit this one too. See what happens and take off the cinema. All right, we'll see. Let's see. Remove from stage. That didn't work. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, people can see us below. No, they can't. They just can't. I can see you guys. Yeah, I'll have to look at a video to tell you the truth of how to get the guests in with the overlay.
Well, you just had it up that way a minute ago, so it looks like the banner's up right now.
Yeah, but only the banner. I mean, we're
Right.
up, but we can't be seen, right?
So somehow the banner, there you are. There you go.
But there's no banner. I mean, there's no overlay.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that. It's complicated, it seems.
I don't even care. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, okay, crops layout. Oh my God. Did you meet Robin last time, Sherry?
Yeah, so we talked.
Okay,
Yes.
God, see? I can't remember that either.
I'm all giggly. It's like 4 a.m. and I'm drinking like my third cup of coffee.
Oh, you're funny. You're all gin rummy like Maggie and
I know. I'm thinking, man, if it wasn't the middle of the night, I'd start painting or doing. I have some projects I'm working on.
You're getting there. Yeah. Well, I'll just leave that big thing up because that's a tad more important. Am I the only one? You guys, show your faces for God's sake.
No,
not
Melissa.
tonight, thank you.
Not at 4 in the morning.
She's the only one.
You guys are so flippin' funny. Oh,
someday.
I got group layout, picture, spotlight layout. What the heck is that?
Let's see if it puts a spotlight on.
Well, can I have checks in all of them? No, probably not.
Wouldn't that be wild?
God. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take cropped off, cropped, cancel, or disable, and group and spotlight. Okay, this is the spotlight, right?
Oh.
Let me take that out. Oh, what's happened? Oh.
There's so many different ways to set up the screen.
Good Lord. Okay, so
wild.
Spotlight means the spotlight's on me and you guys are on the side. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
I look canker sore. It hurts.
Just comes out of nowhere. I got a canker sore.
Oh, God. It just started tonight. You know, that means lack of B vitamin. And I know yogurts are good for it. And I actually have a huge vanilla one, but I'm going to put it in the blender with some powdered milk and frozen fruit. Do you guys make those?
I love strawberry.
You know what's
Yeah,
good too? Pineapple. I'm not even kidding.
I love pineapple.
Mm.
I've been dealing with a wicked sinus infection, so it's been bothering me all for about a month now. It just doesn't go away.
Wow. My son
Yeah.
had a lot of those because he was body boxing with his friend when he was 15. And they're like, no headshots, no headshots. Right in the
Oh.
face. A whole year went by. My
Yeah.
son didn't even know he had a deviated septum. Didn't even know. We
Jeez.
didn't know. And then one day he said, Mom, my nose is kind of, and then I was really looking at it, and it was kind of, it wasn't like that or anything. It was, and it didn't have a big bump. It just was having a small little one coming in. Anyway, he had to have surgery and everything.
Damn.
He handled it like a dart. That's the thing, you guys. He'll have all 6 of his wisdom plus 3 other herbs. Is that how many wisdom teeth there are? 6? Or
4.
is it 4?
4, yeah.
Okay, all 4 of his wisdom.
Unless you're extraterrestrial. Just kidding.
Oh my God. But then they decided to pull 5 feet. I almost said feet. 5 teeth along with those 4 wisdom. He had 9 teeth pulled in one day.
Oh, no way. One's bad enough.
Oh God. He came out of the surgery place and he was like, I'm not making this up. They wheeled him out in a wheelchair, but getting him into the back seat, like I was afraid he was going to hit his head, and I had to buckle him in, and I'm thinking, oh shit. And I have all these rules of what I need to do to take care of him for the next 4 days. And it wasn't that bad, but you really had to follow it, right? Change the gauze at this time. And so I'd put my fingers in there and all this saliva would come out with this bloody gauze.
Oh.
I was literally his nurse, and then it'd be dripping, and then there was blood on his pillow, and I was like, Jesus.
I was so horrible. My kids hated me going to their games. They're like, Mom,
laugh at my son's pain.
you need this
agony.
because every time they would
No,
do
it's just your
sports,
description.
it's scary.
I know it. I'm kidding. I am kidding, Sherry. You're funny. What, Robin?
Oh, it's just when my kids like, sports, you're in they just never liked me to go. They're like, just because I got too panicky, I was overprotective. I thought every time I got hurt, and playing football, they knocked out. I'd panic. And
so you didn't go?
Well, I went, but they told me to just, be quiet. just cheer for me, but don't, come on running on the field
quiet?
or anything.
I'd be sitting there going, oh, God. Even if it was soccer, can you imagine?
Oh, it was bad. Football, and it was the wrestling, the 2 that they did. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, that would be really intense.
Yeah, it was. So I tried to control myself.
Wow. I wanted to say before I forget, anyone has a tooth that won't stop darn bleeding? A black tea bag. Not even kidding. I think you get it wet. I can't remember. Or do you put it in dry? But anyway, maybe you're supposed to get it wet. But again, maybe it's dry. Well, anyway, I just said that. But it really works. It freaking works. It stopped the bleeding in like 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Because there was this one area. And they give you one little black tea bag just in case you need it. And we did. But the thing is, right, he's so afraid of he's used to this now, but reminds him of blood. Lipstick. The word lipstick he freaks out about. But my point with this is you'd think he'd really freak out with all the blood situation, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, he's fine. The pain, it started hurting right at like day 9 more when the stuff wore off. Maybe it was day 4 or 5. And you know how they give, I don't know, was it codeine? I don't know, something. But he didn't like the way it made him feel. No, it was a stronger thing. And he wouldn't use it. He didn't like the way it made him feel. I was like, damn, if I was in pain like that, I'd be using it for darn sure.
Yeah, I know when they gave my kids something for like their pain or something, it would make them sick to their stomach. So we just didn't. We dealt with just cold packs, ice, warm packs, whatever. But
well, did the doctor give you guys an anti-nausea thing too with
never.
it?
No.
See, his doctor did. Yeah, it's like, here, take this in case you need this, and yeah. Yeah, that was something else, you guys. That was 4 years ago. And now the bone in his jaw is atrophying. I mean, very slowly. But he thinks he can't open his mouth far enough to breathe. It's really awful, you guys. You don't even know how many times he says it a day. He wants to get an air conditioner so he could breathe this summer. And I said, good grief. I said, last summer wasn't as hot as the one before. And I said, and we already have one, right? But he wants one on wheels, and da-da-da. We can't have
Yeah, he wants a mobile unit.
What?
He wants a mobile unit. You have them.
Yeah, I guess they're only like $200 or something on
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Amazon, and they roll around or something. I mean, the one that we got was $360 up at the store. I didn't pay for it. I didn't have it. He did back then. And man, that thing's a honker. You guys, it nearly breaks my back when I move the damn thing, and then it leaks the water out of the bottom, kind of, especially if you're picking it up and trying. You can hear the water sloshing in it, and I'm trying not to pour water. I got water on his Xbox once and destroyed it. He had to get another one. It was just, it was an accident, but he was pretty upset because I was moving it. And just a few drops got down in there. It kind of sloshed over. It's like, shit. Shitola. But yeah, it's, do you say what state you're in, Robin? You've probably already told me, but I can't remember.
New York. Upstate.
Yes. Your picture with your feathers and stuff. I know that's a little bit younger, right? But
yeah.
I keep thinking you're in Texas or something.
5, 6 years, yeah.
Okay, so you're in New York.
Much, though. Yeah. I don't like New York much anymore.
Yeah. I think we all get sick, don't we, of where we're living? Sherry's sick, living where she's at, right? Didn't you tell me that, Sherry, over here?
Yeah, I've been wanting to go out to Arizona and Nevada the last couple winters just to get out of this cold.
Yeah, but you want to move somewhere if you could, right?
Yeah.
You're sick of Iowa.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, I'm so sick of Washington. I can't even tell you. Been here since 91. How long have you guys been in New York and Iowa?
You want to go first? You shouldn't go first.
I guess 50 years because I think I was like 3 when we moved from Tennessee back up.
I thought you were being
north.
facetious. I guess 50 years.
Yeah.
Wait, you lived in that town?
Like in Iowa, not like just this town, but like, in the area, basic area. Yeah.
Wow. 50 years. Did you see me? I went, like, I thought you were joking.
Yeah, because I was really young when when I was little, we lived in Tennessee and Kentucky. So we came back up here when I was just a little kid.
Oh my God. Now the memories. Because she and I used to talk, Robin, every single day. Before we had our little scrimmage falling out. Is that even a word, scrimmage? Or is it skimmage? Is it? Wait, scrimmage. Skimmage. Scrimmage sounds about right. Well, anyway. And so how long have you lived in New York, Robin?
All my life.
Gosh, you guys.
She's not going to say the number either.
I feel sorry for both of you.
It out.
I feel sorry for both of you. God.
Yeah, I only moved out of of the state for like maybe just under a year and went to Florida and loved it. It was really nice there.
God, I went Florida. That's where I want to be.
Yeah. When I was pregnant with the twins, I went there because it was cold up here and I had an opportunity to go stay with some friends and check it out. And the weather was better. It was better for you to be pregnant and be there than flying around on ice and stuff here, you know.
Yeah,
I kept thinking I was gonna. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die up here because I'm gonna fall or I won't be able to go out of the house, and I need to. You know what I mean?
So did you stay with friends or family?
Yeah, for a little bit, and then I started renting a little spot, but yeah, it was interesting. It was an interesting.
Was your husband with you? Wouldn't that be something?
Back then it was my first. It would have been my first husband. So.
Okay. Can you imagine, honey? I'm pregnant with your twins, but I just can't be here. I'm going to Florida for a little vacation.
And he was
then you
from
never
Florida
come back,
too.
or no, you don't come back for 10 months or something. Gosh, you guys, I've said this before. Well, I better not say it. I won't say it, but I would not want to live in California. I'd rather be in Florida.
I don't like it there. I went to visit my brother and I was not charmed.
No, too many earthquakes. Too many earthquakes.
And it's pretty to look at, but it's bizarre. And when he drove us into San Francisco, I'd like to have had an actual anxiety attack over the whole. Like it's like driving on the side of a hill all the way down. Everything's downhill or uphill. Yeah. It's just really bizarre and just so different than here. The architecture is good, like the colors and things like that are unique about it. Yeah. I remember looking out and seeing the Alcatraz out there in the middle of the water and things like that. I mean, we seen quite a bit, but it was chillier. It was like May, and I'm used to the southern parts of the state, and it was just so chilly. Like it was really cool. In December, there in the northern part of the state, it was too cold for me.
See, I barely remember California, just little bits, like, at Talkwitz Falls when that nude dude in his boots walked up to us at that place with my mother.
Lord.
I won't get into that. Oh, he was a nude dude.
Wow.
His thing was dangling. He was tan, but I think his thing was even tan. Not that I was I was 10.
Where was this?
Because it wasn't like he had a brown body and then a
God.
white dingling. This was Talkwitz Falls in Palm Springs. It was 124 damn degrees. It was really effing hot. Oh my God. And then my mom lived in Balboa. She was a nurse at the the Lobster House crab. And I remember we went by in a car anyway, like I really cared. But at 10, my mom and her boyfriend then were like, look, it's the Hollywood sign. And I'm like, I know I didn't give a crap, right? But I, oohed and awed, went by that. I'm trying to remember. We were definitely at a
traumatizing.
Beach.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was traumatized from Talkwitz Falls. God dang. Our car got broken into.
Jesus.
It had Vermont dang license plates because my mom drove, So what did they think they were going to steal on? Well, they did steal a camera and some Kentucky Fried Chicken wipes.
Wow.
Swear to God. Maybe they needed them to wipe their Peters.
Oh, Lord.
I got to punch back mine.
That would burn. Those things are alcohol all the way.
It wouldn't burn, would it?
It might help them in some way, I guess.
Oh my
There's
God.
alcohol.
We'll ask the gents. Any gents in the chat? If you had Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken wipes.
Of all things.
Needed to clean your Peter off. Would it sting? Would you wince? That's my favorite word lately, wincing. That's a word, right? Wince? Anyone have an Alexa? Alexa.
I have my own diary sometimes, I think. I make
My
up my
Alexa just lit up when you said that.
Can she hear me? Let me talk to her.
Yes.
Hey, Alexa, you beautiful babe. Are you listening? All right. Will Kentucky Fried Chicken wipes hurt a man's Peter?
I don't think it'll answer that one. I don't know.
Did she
Hold
say
on.
anything? Did she say
Hold
anything?
on, let me try it.
Oh, wince is a word. Whoops, I hit the wrong one. Wince. Wince.
I'm not sure.
She said, I'm not sure.
Okay, let me ask it more simply. I have to say Alexa and wait for her to talk, or do I just wait?
You say like, hey Alexa, and then you say it.
Hey Alexa.
It's not answering the question.
Well,
Here it says by Walt Whitman.
Oh,
I
got
say
it.
whatever
I'm
takes
talking about
you to the most perfect person. That is finally right. I say nourish a great intellect, a great brain. If I have said anything to the contrary, I hereby retract it. I say man shall not hold property in man. I say the least developed person on earth is just as important and sacred
Walt
to
Whitman,
himself or
you
herself
guys,
as
that's
the
not
most
a pres.
developed person is
No.
to himself
Isn't
or
that an
herself.
author?
I say where liberty dwells
It's
not
going
Walt
insane.
Whitman.
their flavors draws the blood out of liberty. I say the word of the good old cause in the state.
Thank you. Please make it stop.
Do you ever tell her to shut up?
I have. Oh
Have
yes.
you?
Because she wouldn't pause so I could say the next thing.
But if you say shut up, she'll stop and she says maybe something like that wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
But I will, or wow. I don't think I could yell at her. I don't, because I know she's
told her
not
she's
real.
got to shut up sometimes. She just keeps going.
Wow. Wow. Well, she didn't get it. Maybe she's a virgin. Maybe she's a virgin.
My husband wanted to let me know that he showed me the beach in California. He said, see this property? He goes, the erosion's 13 feet per year.
Oh, wow.
Well, they won't be much left before long.
Yeah.
At that rate.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Harvey. Hi, Lulu. Hi,
I think
everybody.
up north, we're just going to freeze to death. That's what's going to happen here. And they're just going to, get flooded. But I think I'd rather get flooded than freeze to death.
I'm having fun shooting the shit with the ladies. So might just have ladies' night tonight, because I'm not going to be on no dang 5 hours. Maybe, depending how this goes, it's been an hour in, maybe one more hour, maybe 3, depending if we're all having fun and we're not too bored. I mean, not that you guys are boring, but I might be boring. I might be boring. All right. So what was I going to say? So what? Your husband brought you to the beaches?
You're going to kill me.
I heard you, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, he was talking about the beaches in California. He was showing me on his phone that a property that once was way up on the beach is now water underneath it because of the erosion.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to own property there.
No.
No. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, well, you would think people would notice it, right? Like, what if someone went to bed at night and then, good God, they're swept out to sea? But,
right.
But that wouldn't happen, right? Because they would notice the erosion is like making things crumble or whatever, right?
Right.
Now, if you're on a hill, I've seen those videos. I'm sure you ladies have.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
They're fine, sort of. I mean, it's deep in, right? They're fine. They're sitting there. Okay, wait. This is the house. This is the hill. And they're fine. But then this breaks off. And the darn house slides down. Or something like that.
Yeah, that would be a bit scary.
Golly. Can you just even
That would be freaky.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel really bad. Have you guys ever, well, I'm sure you have. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. I saw, well, of course, I was looking at tsunamis, right? Because of the one in Thailand. I almost said Taiwan, but this one in Thailand, right? On Christmas morning, that one. And then, of course, after I looked at all that depressing, horrifying footage, I wanted to see more because I'm a I don't know what I am, but I wanted to look at more. And that's when I saw was it March? I think it was May 11. Really bad one. And you could see people right in the town up on their, just on their high-rise houses, but just watching the waters all the way out, right?
Right.
And they're like, listen, why aren't they fucking scurrying out of their houses to get to higher ground? I mean, they have to know, unless they're new there or a tourist, they didn't look like it, right? That's what the deal is. If the ocean's all the way out like that, it's going to come flipping in. Do they think it's going to stop at the shoreline? I just don't get it.
Right.
The next thing I knew, God, you guys, within minutes, not even 10 minutes, comes in, right? Things are being washed out closer and closer. Next thing you know, freaking cement building. And I mean, I didn't show him standing there anymore, but I remember you could see where the water was coming up and up and up. And then all of a sudden it was just over the bridge and the bridge was gone. And so there was no time for anyone to even get away, you guys. When your bridge is washed away, right? The roads to get out, you're fucked, frankly. Excuse my language. God, that was a real bad one. Did you see where those people were in the airport during that time? Did you guys see that footage?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, these people are trying to eat their noodles or whatever they're eating, rice, noodles. And they're in the restaurant part of the airport. And the glass is just, the whole thing's moving like this. And then plates were flying around and glasses on the counter. And I mean, I just felt sorry for everybody. And then an older couple, they went under their table, right? It's like, I have a question. Is there an earthquake and then a possible typhoon? But then again, you can have just a typhoon in the ocean without an earthquake on land, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they thought the rumbling would just stop and everything would be fine. And that's actually what happened. Because I thought I was going to see footage of, I didn't know, tables breaking on top of them or something like that. But it stopped, not right away. It was quite intense. I think, I'm not making this up, I think the husband, because the son was filming, sat back down at the damn table and was finished eating more food.
Well, they're probably so used to it there,
There
all
you go. That must have been it. God, I couldn't handle it. But I think there is underwater volcanoes that cause the typhoons. Yes. Have you guys ever been in one? I mean,
never.
Like even an earthquake?
Oh, never.
No, but I've been in an inland hurricane, which is called a derecho. And we've had 2 of them in Iowa in the last 20 years.
A derecho. Is that one of it looks like a big dust bowl, but it's not?
It's straight line winds. So it's a hurricane, but inland instead of at sea coming inland.
Weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was bad. I mean, it's straight up. I mean, there's footage of it and everything. You can look it up on YouTube. And it's there. And it was wild.
It wiped out a small town.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, we got hit full head on here in this city, and I mean, like our house held up, but man, it got a lot of damage to it.
God,
we had to have a lot of, we had to do a lot of stuff. We had half a tree on our house and everything.
How many towns did it hit? I mean,
I know you probably say. I mean, it was like it went all the way across because it came out of Nebraska, the storm system, and it went across Iowa and into, I believe, Illinois too. And I want to say, I don't know, here it was at least, 10, I think, somewhere around that number that got hit.
Great.
But we got it the worst here, I think.
Yeah, wasn't that roughly like, it was before my son moved here, wasn't it something like 6 years ago, or was it 7 or 8? Because I remember seeing it on YouTube.
First one was in 2011, and I lived in a different town. And then the second one was in, was it 2020? Yeah, 2020, August 2020.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. I didn't know there was one before that.
It was bad. I mean, it knocked out electricity. It took well over a week. People were losing their food. They had, Red Cross here and just all sorts of stuff going on. They had people shipped in from all over different states coming in to help get the electric lines back up. Yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
But I mean, they did good. They handled it pretty well.
I wonder what we all would do when we lose all internet and all electricity. I mean, who's
Some of my
prepared for
friends
something
came up
like
with an
that?
idea. We all need satellite radios, satellite phones. That way we can still get a hold of each other.
Oh my God.
Because I have a feeling it may be coming, and it's a scary thought, but everybody should kind of get prepared for it.
What's coming? What?
When the internet and things go down, the electricity, the electric grid or whatever goes down.
Why is there all talk of that though, like coming up kind of soonish? Like, why?
Just because the way, if you kind of not read the map, but if you read the room, is in the whole United States right now, period. Everything that's going on and all the weird weather anomalies and all the weird, there's war going on that's being hidden from us. It's just a bunch of weird stuff that's happening, and it's all leading up to that. We all need to be really focused on protecting ourselves and our families, because there's shit coming and we need to be ready for it. It's not going to be good.
Well,
I've been doing it for a while. People say, "Oh, you're crazy," but you know what? I'm not too crazy because
no, it really is the truth. I mean, there's just so many different people that know that and understand it that there's no way it's not, because it's happening all the time.
Yeah.
And does this have to do with like the China? I'm not trying to get all political, but like if there was a war and they would want to do that to stop
the election, a lot's going to happen after the election.
Oh,
yeah. But someone's going to try to shut down the grid
because people aren't doing anything about the border control.
Well, if it don't go in their favor, they'll shut down all sorts of stuff. Whenever somebody doesn't get their way, there's some kind of repercussions to it all the time.
They've been trying so hard, every way not to get him elected. Everything they can possibly, so when he does, and if he does get elected.
Wow.
God only knows.
So you both want Trump, it sounds like.
I do.
Well, he definitely had things. He had us steered in as best the direction you could possibly do with what's happened. And like he said, everything's gone to, as soon as he was out, they flipped everything around like a switch.
Not gonna lie, I was for Biden, and then I started looking, on Fox News. I started checking on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh man, I made a big mistake."
I mean, at least he's warning us, and he's straight up telling us the truth. We need to be concerned. Is anybody else telling us that? No, not at all.
Well, see, what I don't like. I mean, here we get a little political, but I don't like the way I heard out of his own mouth up at some podium thing, him sort of mock someone with disabilities. I've also heard him say, maybe things would be different now, but he's going to take that away from people.
He's not.
I don't think he would ever do that.
Even food stamps.
He's for people.
Anybody that can possibly work cannot get food stamps. And if he does that, there'll be a lot of children that won't hardly be able to eat at school. So it's these kinds of things. Now, the other thing I've heard, I feel like he's for the rich. He says he doesn't want the rich to get richer, but I think he does. And one reason I think that, because I decided to follow the committees and stuff. I'm not talking Fox News and CNN, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the committees. And it sounded like to me, they haven't had hardly any damn taxing done on them. And these are the rich companies. And then us people that struggle are freaking paying taxes like mad. And I don't like that. It should at least be even. Do you see what I mean?
I have, and that's why I the first time I voted for Biden was because of all those issues, and I thought that was the case. And then I started doing my own looking into Trump, and no, he is actually for the people. What he's going through as a person, he doesn't have to put himself out there like that. He's been dragged to court. He's paid millions and millions of dollars. He's been trying to do a campaign. They keep ripping him down. They keep bringing him into court. They're taking him off the ballots. It is unconstitutional, honest to God.
And there's a reason why they don't want him in there. And there's a reason. Anybody that's ever tried to correct the country's disaster has either been executed,
assassinated.
And you just go back in history and it's all there. Is that, you know, they're going to be trying to get after him even worse, because if he gets in there, they're really going to move it up a notch or two, and it's not going to be good. But no, I would say that he was a different person before. He spent 4 years in there, and once he got in there and realized from a different perspective just how this government's been ran, I think he completely got his shit in order and said, fuck these people. I'm gonna be out there and stick up for everybody, because I'm the only one that can.
Yeah, he is. You know, I love Trump with all my heart.
He really came around, you know, and I think he said a lot of things that he regrets in the past, you know.
But you don't believe for one little second that he knew pretty much that, you know, all those people from you know where, I won't say where, were marching down the street and knew, for lack of a better word, there'd be a riot.
No, people are their own people. I mean, they take it as they
took that upon themselves to do that.
But he did say, didn't he stand there in his trench, you know, his coat, and say, come fight with me, I'm going to be there, this is your land, you got to fight for it? I mean, not in each way, but
I think it got out of hand. But I think that what he was trying to say is, don't be afraid. There's more of you than them. You guys have to stick up for what you want, because they're not going to do it for you. And I think that was the message. How it went from there wasn't. I don't think anybody wanted anything like that to happen, but that's just what happens, because look at all the stuff we see.
Why were they all prepared then with their? Sorry, I'm interrupting. I am sorry.
Well, I think that they had already planned on being there.
A lynch thing. And
they want to make him look bad in the first place.
No, not him. They wanted to literally drag, what's his face? Who is the guy with the white hair? Vice president guy, or was he vice president? I can't think. What?
Was it Pence?
Yeah, Pence out there. I mean, people had to hide for their lives. I can't see our president not having a clue of what was going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's why he's being questioned and stuff. I don't necessarily think he should really go to prison, but to be president again? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm steadfast on that.
Okay, you said that he said, go fight. Let's fight for our country. Okay, do you remember, if you go back and look at some of Hillary's speeches and a lot of the other speeches, they said, let's fight. And how many times did they say fight? And just because he said it and all of a sudden, you know, this happened, then they're all going to blame him.
So you guys totally feel that those Proud Boys and all these people that congregated there, and there was all this talk, and apparently, was it the FBI even knew, not that there'd be an insurrection necessarily, but that something really big was going to go down. And they probably should, I feel anyway, have the National Guard there, like immediately, right away. And that's what a lot of those cops that, you know, what were they called? The military police or whatever that were there.
Security.
Thought too. Yeah, security. I mean, that was really damn scary. And that was all to keep him from losing, you guys. And I'm not trying to convince or be like, oh, because I had this kind of discussion with Monique, the pug dog I used to watch.
Yeah.
She'd get so fucking pissed.
No, I was never very political. And when I voted for Biden, I didn't do my research. I didn't do a lot of things. And I thought Trump was, he's going to do this. He's only for the rich. And now that I see that he's doing what he's doing, no sane person would go ahead and put himself out there. He's got money. He could live peacefully somewhere away from here and not take the criticism. And and all of the stuff that has come on to him. And they're going to try to, if they can't get him one way or the other, I have a feeling they're going to try to do something to him. And hopefully he
you
has
do
enough.
too? Oh my God, I've been thinking
Yeah.
that this whole time.
You guys think he's going to be
all the things,
MURDERED?
it's
the
gone as
government
far
that
as,
doesn't, the government doesn't want him in there because they
No.
can't control him. He is a loose wire. He does what he does. He believes in himself and he's his own person. And because of that, he's scrutinized. And Biden was an easy catch because he's older and he's
a
easy.
puppet.
He's been a
I don't
politician.
think Biden
whole
should
life.
be president again.
No,
I think he's a little
Never.
too
definitely
old.
a pushover.
He's
too
had
much
his
of a pushover.
well, he had 2 brain aneurysms in
Yeah,
his,
he's just
what,
not,
30s or 40s?
not healthy enough in my book.
No.
Well, what I liked about Biden was back in the 80s, he had that ban assault rifle thing. And there was a lot less freaking mass murders during that. Was it 10 years or 8 years? No, he wasn't. He worked. What was he? Do you know?
Well,
do you guys
when they're
know?
congressmen and senators and stuff that they work their way up into, deciding that. When they do that, a lot of them do good things when they do that. But that doesn't. But when they go to presidency, that's a whole different step.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of them realize just what they're getting themselves into.
See, this is my feeling,
kind of
you guys. The people that, I'm not saying we shouldn't have guns. I'm not. We do need to arm ourselves, even though, I don't really have that, which, I probably said too much, but I've already said that. And
no pew pew.
Yeah, you're right. But my feeling is this, like, it had to happen to, who is that guy? Oh, in Maine, the shooting in Maine, that wackadoo military guy in the store, until it happened to a good friend of his, right? Till it happens to you. I'm not saying everyone, but I bet you then they changed their mind about mass weapon, or not weapons, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, I'm a tad nervous going up to the store. I mean, I am after I hear like a mall shooting or something, but then I forget about it. And I think, oh, these managers, this nice lady is here every day and she's smiling and she's fine. So why can't I be? And then I totally forget about it. I'm not in the back, where the meat is, looking over my shoulder, nothing like that. But I don't think they're going to end. They're just not going to end. And my feeling is it's very easy for people to say, I believe, oh, it doesn't matter if people carry those. Well, when your child, right, or your relative or your wife is buying a birthday cake or whatever in a store and shot dead because can go out instead of 10 or however many shots go out. I know I'm aware a pistol and all this can shoot and kill people, but I just am adamant about the not one more that father said, not one more, hashtag, not one more. It was in the 90s, I believe, and it was his son that was just nearest the door, I think, going into a little store in California. And he's like, hashtag, not one more. And ever since that day, there's been a ton more.
Yeah.
That's just my feeling, maybe not. It's a real, I don't know.
Well, all I know is we need change. It's gone completely insane.
Yeah, we need some.
I believe in everybody coming in and living in America. Do it the right way. Now we have all kinds of terrorists that got through. They don't even know where they are. They have misplaced kids. They don't know anything.
How do we know they're terrorists? I'm not doubting you, but how do we know they're terrorists? Because they just know?
Well, they track them.
Yeah.
Am I going to get in trouble for talking about politics
hope not.
on here like this?
I don't know what the rules are.
Can you talk about it at all?
I would think you should be able to. I mean, they talk about it on Forbes. They talk about it on there. I mean, they show the whole, people talking in the Congress.
But this is YouTube, so it might be a TOS thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we better switch the subject. Maybe, right? So I don't lose my thing. But yeah, I mean, I understand other people's point of view, and that's why my friend, I mean, good grief. It's like, well, you did this and you did, we're talking about, I'm still talking about it. I just said we weren't going to talk about it, and then I started talking about it.
Like true crime. Can you talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, look what happened to...
what's going on with that?
I'm trying to think of his name now. I just watched the trial. But the young kid there, can't think of his name, where the mom was convicted. Crumley, Ethan Crumley.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Do you think she should have been convicted or not?
How much time did she get?
They didn't sentence her yet, but I think it's 5 years to every child, so 15 years maybe.
I kind of think she does need to do some kind of prison time.
Me too.
Because
she neglected him and his needs.
She just wasn't there for him. But then again, think about it. How many parents go out or do drugs, or there's women that have taken vacations and left their little kids home with hardly nothing. I've read it on true crime. Does that mean they should go to prison? Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
Neglect should be a charge. So they're asking, you mean $5 or $5? 5 years for each. And how many died again? Was it 6?
There was 4, I think, and then others were injured. But wow. I actually think that her son was a victim too. So I mean, yeah, he was the shooter. Or I don't even know if I should say that. You know what?
He needed help. Wasn't he asking kind of for help?
Oh my God.
Didn't he say somewhere in his drawings, if I recall right, did he say I need to talk to someone or see it? Didn't he say something like that? He
was telling his friend that, and then his friend went away. Then his dog died. His grandmother passed. I mean, wouldn't you think that with one loss that you would think and kind of talk to your child? Because loss of anybody, especially your child, is going to need that someone to talk to. By losing his grandmother, his friend, his dog, and then COVID, I think it kind of he had a lot of things going on. She was more worried about horses and taking care of the horses' feet and going out in the parking lot and meeting with people. I'm not judgmental, but I mean, my God, when your son's asking for help, help your son. And if you don't, then maybe an example of what not to do, and people might straighten up and take care of their kids.
And even if he's not asking for help, right? He, when they're that young, how old was he? 17? No.
He was 15.
So, you've got to pay attention. I mean, you've got to. I've had to. I still am. But he got life without parole, right?
Yes, he did. Without any kind of help,
That's sad. I mean, I know if it was my child I just know it.
It's sad both ways, yes.
Yeah, killed by him, let's say. I probably wouldn't be sitting here saying that's sad, right? I'd be angry, I'd be distraught, but yeah.
With the other shooters, it was just kind of like they didn't, they probably had issues, but I don't know. But this kid was asking for help. To me, he was a victim himself.
Exactly. So couldn't they, do you guys think? I'm not sure on it, okay? We're not talking even one person. We're talking 4. But do you think maybe he should have gotten at least parole after, I don't know what, 50 years? He's going to be tormented in there.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of autistic. Prison. Isn't he autistic, kind of?
No, but he was seeing things.
Jesus,
things
I don't know who Hoyt Heron is, and I'm not pulling them up.
What's that?
I'm not going to pull up. You guys wouldn't believe the face I'm looking at. It's so scary. The name's Hoyt, Hoyt Heron, Herrin. Okay, show me your face really quick, please. I still may not bring you up.
I don't see anything back here, but...
He looks like a young, pretty much normal guy. Except the thing is, Hoyt, I'm not sure how you got, I just remembered this. If I didn't let Hoyt, did he just get in here? Because you guys don't put the Streamyard link in, because I said about a half hour, it's just going to end up being, I think, because my show is shorter tonight, kind of a ladies' night. I have to stick to that, you guys, because I'm pretty sure Harvey wanted to come up. And I you know.
I can drop down and he can come up.
Well, I'm just kind of keeping it ladies' night tonight because it's very relaxed and it's the three of us and I'm not going to go forever. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Hoyt, why don't you drop down, and if you're in my chat, for sure, if I feel you're okay, I might have you talk behind a banner a little bit, because I don't know if you know, so I'll just say it right here. Somebody brought a stream to my, what am I trying to say, you guys? My panel?
Yeah.
And it was, he dropped down. Hoyt, and it was an unaliving, a real one of 4 years ago. Now, now he's up here. I'm thinking it's the same thing, but another account. ZDR
Probably.
Network.
I can't see anything. How can you guys see that?
See, why? How could he? This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is him with another account, because where would he grab the link that quick? I'm looking in chat and I don't see it anywhere as I stroll up.
All I see is it says, "Hey, I'm a gay man" in the back. That's all I saw. So whatever that is.
Well, that Hoyt dropped down. This one says ZDR Network.
Oh, okay.
But
Sorry.
It kind of looks like his face. Yeah, he just showed it, but that's a picture of someone's face. That may not even be him. Oh, Lord. Well, it's a male, so I don't know. Who's putting the Streamyard in link again? Anybody? I'm looking. I don't see it in there for a while. Quite some time. So, yeah, don't put the link in, please. Because it's not pinned or anything, you guys, at the top. So, I can't go by a picture. ZDR Network. Can I see your face, please? That's not your face. That's a photo. That's a photo. It's you again. See, I knew it. I knew. Yeah. See? I knew it was him. Why did you change your thing? Why did you want me to, feel you're another different person?
See, I can't see him. I don't know where you're seeing him.
Oh, well, he's backstage, I guess you'd call it.
In her studio.
Or in studio. Why would he do that? Think about that, right? He jumps down, but he wants me to think a different person came up, but it was him. Why would he do that? Especially when I just said, we're just going to stick with the two women up here and me. He can hear me talk. He can hear me talk.
They're saying they're not in chat.
Who's not in chat?
The guy that's trying to get into the Streamyard.
They're saying he never was in chat? I thought you had to be in chat to get up on someone's Streamyard. You don't have to be?
I don't know how that works.
Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if you have to be. I know you can be streaming because that's what Med did, right? She was in my chat and she was streaming me pissed off. Last time, the second time, after I said I'm not bringing you up.
Is that the guy right there?
Where?
In chat. ZDR Network.
Yeah, is there a ZDR in the chat?
Yep. He says just trying to chill.
Yeah, Maggie's saying don't do it. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Get rid of him, Tina. Yeah. Just trying to chill. Hello, folks. Yeah, well, I mean, welcome. Welcome, ZDR. But like I said, you know what? I don't know how long ago it was. That it's a pretty relaxed time. I did say open panel. People probably think it's anybody and everybody all night long. I can't handle that many guests. Do you know what I mean?
It gets overwhelming. Yeah, I agree.
It gets overwhelming. Like, who's going to say what, when, and what topic, and who, and then when, I mean, think about it. It's like, do people, well, yeah, I guess they do at a party, like stand in a circle and all talk to each other. I guess if you have a damn glass of wine, it would go okay. Golly.
I'm wondering if you played like name that tune or something, could you get in trouble with just the tune of the music?
Oh, I
Would
can
that
put the
copyright you?
banner up. No, I'm not going to bring him up because I said no men tonight, and that's the courteous thing to Harvey. Now, it wasn't planned that way, but more than likely Harvey wanted to come up, but because it's not going to be that long of a live, out of respect to him, right? You can't. So what do you mean play that tune? What?
Oh, I was saying, could you get like copyrighted if you were like doing name that tune, just the tune, so people in the chat or whoever wanted to, name the tune or whatever. I mean, if you did something like that, but I don't know if that would still copyright you. It would still. Wow.
Well, that's interesting too. What if the song was only like 15 seconds long, like news? When I would show news things, and stop it every 10 or 15 seconds, and name that tune is really quick. Yeah, but that's a good question. Do you guys want to Google it really quick? But I don't want to pull up songs. I mean, how, know. Yeah. I want to talk to Alexa more. Can you change it to Alex? Can you just hit a button and change it to Alex or Alexa? How does that work?
As far as I know, you could just change the language or the accent that sounds, so you can pick different languages.
Oh, let's hear French. They talk back in French?
Well, you have to set it in settings that way when you set it up, and then it gives you the option to put it on there.
Okay. Ask Alexa, say, how many people does she recommend on a Streamyard panel? I'm curious what she says.
Hey, Alexa, how many people do you recommend on a Streamyard panel?
From everydayoldhouse.com. This process went a lot smoother with 2 people, one to hold the panel while the other aligns and pushes the post into the stake.
Completely different.
At first,
They're
it was making
of a
sense to me, and then she brought up the darn stick. I was
like
buying it, Alexa. Oh, let's each think of a question to ask Alexa. Okay, it's your turn, Robin.
My son's gonna have nightmares.
Your son, what?
I had let the dog out.
You did let the dog out?
He's gonna get woke up by Alexa, and I'm gonna have to hide.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that.
No, but would that be funny if in his sleep he started to say something to her too?
Oh, no, don't. I don't want to wake him up. You don't have to move or anything. Yeah. I didn't kick the guy. That one guy got way too damn mad when I kicked him. So I just let people jump down on their own now. Wait, let me read private chat. Oh. Hoyt Herringbone said, I'm a gay man. ZDR Network said, that is me. So he admitted that was him. Real name Randy. ZDR Network, usually go by ZDR. And then he said, kind of upset you won't let me on. Well, that's the thing. He must have come in later on and didn't hear that I'm just chit-chatting with two gals up here. Like, I don't know why people get so upset. I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it.
Right.
Peachy says, trust your gut. Yeah, I just had too many kind of weird. I mean, he could be totally fine, but aw. Thank you, Harvey.
I mean, look, the first 3 shows me and my friends did, we didn't do a panel. We just had ourselves up there, and and we hung out and stuff like that, because you don't always have to, but when you do, the simpler the better it is, because it's easier for everybody else to understand what's happening too. Especially if you get, if you get a subject where people, or well, not even a subject, but how things can get in different chats where, people are battling back and forth, and, it's just like, holy
even
crap.
4 people, or even 3, right? Well, 3's doable.
Right.
It'd be 4 with me. Even that's
well, remember when we used to be on Jimmy's, and it was always easier for him to control 4, not more than 5, because then he'd get overwhelmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone would start to talk at the same time, because nobody knew who was going to start first. It was like an orchestra.
Exactly. And if you have a lag in your thing by even a teeny split second, and I'm pretty darn sure I do, because I listened back to some of my singing, and it was off by the teeniest little second when I was singing on Roses to Marcus's or Mark's, karaoke thing.
Right.
I mean, it was okay. But
it sounded amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the lag can be weird sometimes, for sure. Like, it's really hard it's really what makes it almost hard to sing with anyone else, especially unless you were in the same room, because there's that lag between two. So it's better to go solo on them, because you get crazy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now there's 11 comments.
How's that possible, though? I thought you had to be on the panel to write in the back chat.
Well, the weird thing. Oh, yeah, you're right. Is this thing like when you're watching YouTube, right? The chat moves constantly. This one, you have to take your finger on Streamyard and move it up.
Right.
That's very weird. I don't have Alexa. Did everyone's really go off? What, everybody in chat?
Well, one time my phone was near my speaker, and one of the girls said something about that, or was talking to theirs, and it and mine and hers went off at the same time.
That is funny. That is funny.
They really listen.
Well, I have one of those little, what is it called? A Google, it's round. My son got it for himself. It's an orangey
Google
color.
Dot or something.
Yeah, where you talk to it and ask it questions. Is that what it's called? A Google bot?
Dot.
Oh, Google Dot. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I don't know where it is right now, though. It's probably in my closet, flipping under who knows what. Oh, God.
Well, I'm going to drop down. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later, and I'll let someone else come up.
Aw.
All right.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Robin.
All right. Love you guys.
Have a good night. Love you, too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, hon.
Hey.
I have a Google also. Oh, my God. I just looked at my tongue a minute ago. Good God. Maybe I burned it.
I hate those anything what to do with the tongue is so uncomfortable.
It is. It's bugging me. Huh?
If it is a canker sore, they have some really good medicine. My mom used to always talk about the medicine. She'd have to get the canker sore medicine. I remember when I was younger hearing her talk about that a lot. And she said the doctor told her that sometimes it'll have to do with like certain like sugars and salts that are in like certain foods can really aggravate that and really get that stuff
well, when I
going.
looked at it in the mirror, let's see what it looks like in here. Huh? Hey, it's not that fun. It's good fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's in the back. That sucks.
It's not even a bump. It's like a white pat. Did you really see it? Look at it again.
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Hurts like fucking hell. It's almost giving me an earache even. Well, no, I bet me going, gave me the damn earache. Fuck. It hurts. My jaw. Right here. I'm sore here. I'm sore here. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Salt water. That's what I should do. Get salt water right now. Swish live
yeah,
on
I
here
did that.
like this.
That does help.
And spit right while I'm on live. I'll probably get a lot of views. I bet I'll get a lot of views. Dare me to do it once. Ow. And it's bad enough if it's a little pink spot, right?
Yeah.
You dare me? Dare me to swish the salt water and spit in a cup? Will I get shut down? Will I lose my life for spitting?
I don't think so, but I don't know that. I don't know.
Can you ask Alexa?
No, I can't even imagine what she'd say.
See what she says. Say, can you be on Streamyard live and spit live?
I'm going to say that it's not going to give us an answer because it has to do with YouTube and it doesn't know about YouTube probably like that. You know what I mean? Like their regulations. It's too personal to ask that particular thing like that. You know what I mean? Last time we said panel, I thought we were talking about fence panels.
Try. See what she says. Say, don't bring up Streamyard then. Say, well, just say, can you spit on YouTube live? Can you spit on YouTube live?
Okay. Hey, Alexa, can you spit on YouTube live?
You can quit Radio Edit by Majed Saleh on Amazon Music.
No, Alexa, stop music. Hey, Alexa, stop music. Oh my God, it started playing a song, girl. I told you that thing's crazy.
What song did it play?
I don't know what that was.
Did the song have the name Spit in it? Spit it out. Spit it out.
Oh my God, my son's gonna kill me.
Spit it out.
And it started playing in 2 rooms all at once. I was like, oh my God.
What about this? It's a sexual song. Don't spit it out. Oh, my son's knocking. Jesus.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now. Anybody else out there having coffee this morning? Hits the spot. I wonder if she's going to go gargle while she's off the phone. I mean, off the computer. Tablet, whatever. So has anybody else been having weird weather out there? Our weather, we have like spring weather in the middle of winter. It's never been this warm in Iowa. There's probably, I haven't looked the record up, but it's been crazy. You know? I bet everybody, because I've looked at the temperatures and they're just like completely off for everybody pretty much.
Oh my God.
There you are.
Luckily, he didn't say, "Shut up, Mom, you're gross." He said, he said, "Do you have any chocolate?"
Would have been funny if when you open the door, if he was standing there with a glass of water and some salt.
You know, that'd be an utter miracle.
That would have been funny, though.
Utter miracle. Look, hey, Mary Jane wants you to ask Alexa, "Lubba, lubba, dove, dove." What? Well, look at it. Lubba, lubba, dove, dove. Lubba, love. Oh, lubba, lubba, dove, dove. It probably sounds like rub a duck or rub a dub in the tub. Ask it. Now I'm curious.
I'm fine, but everybody's asleep.
Oh, okay.
And I literally, like, I was so, because the last, when it started playing that music, I was like, stop.
That's funny.
There's one in my bedroom and there's one in the living room, and there's somebody sleeping on each end of an Alexa.
That's funny. That's funny.
And you can't get it to just stop. You have to say, Alexa, stop. Like, so you have to tell it to stop.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, no, I don't want. Look at Warrior Nun. Laugh quietly. Does your laughs wake him up?
They're used to it. No, they're all used to it, I think. But Alexa's loud. I have that thing turned up because I play music on it. So I have it like really loud. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't have a chance to adjust it.
Look at Teresa Bronson. Look at that. Haven't you had a guy in your life say, swallow it, don't spit it out? Haven't you?
I think that it would be a good thing to tell them that as well, eh?
What? That went right over
them that same thing, the way they always, you know, guys have their own language. Flip it around on them. It's always a shocker.
You mean, like if they're
if they're telling you to do that, you tell them to do the same thing.
Yeah, but listen to me. They're sucking on something different than a DICK. All right, I'm really confused. Look at Maria G. I think spitting is quite, this is how it'll sound. I think spitting is quite a popular thing for amongst us. Oh, God. What? Nope, mine begged for me not to bite it off. Oh, my God. Look at this. Google says, back to Luba, love a dove, dove. Hey, Morty, are you in constant pain? Then it burps. Oh, my God. It says all that? if you ask the love-a-dubba thing, it says back, to love-a-dove. Hey, Morty, are you in constant pain then? Or no, are you in constant pain? And it burps? Oh, Lord. No. I don't want to sing tonight. I sang on Rosie's.
It's all hours of the morning.
I had like 5 hours sleep, but I don't know. Oh, Maggie, that pillow came, but my daughter wants to keep mine, called the egonomic. Oh God, whatever it's called, for your for your curvature of your spine, because I always sleep like this.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, like, does it have
I
lumbar
don't
support, you mean?
Yeah, I guess I liked my head at an angle, and boy, I'll tell you what, every damn morning I had horrible neck pain, and I use this ergonomic pillow now for months. I kid you not, no neck pain, none whatsoever, every morning. I'm not kidding. Now, my daughter used it 2 nights ago one time, and she was like, I don't really like it. My neck is sore. Then she used it again last night, which shocked me, right? And she woke up and felt better. So you have to get used to being, oh my God, it hurts just to, to have your head level straight over like that. And you can lay on your back. It's different than I think it's kind of memory foamish, but it's not like the ones from, what was it called? My Pillow or something?
Right. Well, My Pillows, yeah, that's a whole
You've
different
tried
setup
those?
there. But no.
Yeah. See, I did.
I was never into it because I love that memory foam. So I started with the solid ones that had the curve in them for your neck. And then I wanted to try the shredded memory foam, which is, shredded pieces, and you can adjust the pillow. It actually opens up and you can make it fluffier or have it less. I've tried those. And then the last one I tried was this Durillo, and it has not just neck support, but shoulder support, because that's part of your alignment to keep your neck from being stiff. So far, that's been the best pillow ever. Yeah.
How is it spelled? Durillo?
Durillo. Yeah.
Durillo.
Yeah. Rillow. Yeah. Something like that.
Did you get it on Amazon?
No, online. It was I think it was some ad on YouTube or something. And then it had one of those scan codes to go get 60% off or something. And so then you got a deal if you bought 2. And so I went with that.
Nice.
I really like it. Durillo.
Nice. I don't even know.
I'm always looking on doing all this dang pillow research and stuff, because I'm always, my neck and everything, I have arthritis so bad in it that now I need really
too. I have arthritis in my neck. Yeah, I didn't know till the chiropractor.
I didn't know either. I went to the ER last year, and I kept falling asleep on the couch, but I'd have a ponytail in sometimes, and that was making my neck all crooked, right? And then I remember one day thinking, man, I couldn't move my neck at all. So we went to the emergency room because I was in a panic, and they did an x-ray, and she said, you have really bad arthritis there from a spinal injury in my neck. And so I didn't realize, I knew it was there was something there, but it only bothered me here and there over the years, not real bad. But then it got worse, until it was so bad that, it wouldn't move. And so she told me that, and I thought, oh gosh, I don't even want to think about it,
Wow, you mean you couldn't even, when you got off the couch, you couldn't even go that much?
Yeah, I couldn't turn to the left at all. It's all on the left side. So I was
not even a little this.
It was excruciating trying to turn my neck. And I had no idea that it was that bad. But I think I irritated it myself by the way I was falling asleep a lot of times.
Wow.
I'd be passed out. I'd be trying to stay, try to stay awake, and you're trying to do stuff, and then you fall asleep and you're all miscombobbled, and
Yeah. One time I was sitting on my mattress here, right? And I had the iPad in my lap, and I was watching something, and I kid you not, I went like this, and I knew I was nodding off a little bit, and I woke up. And no, I don't do hard drugs, and never have. It's not that kind of nodding off. But anyway, and then I heard a clunk, and it was what, a foot? But I dropped my iPad, and I put it away. I turned the thing off, and I went to bed. It was beyond time. Yeah, I've had a Bambino pillow too, I think. Is that the same as the bamboo? This sounds maybe like it's
that's
different.
like, yeah, because they'll put like a bamboo, like the material be made out of bamboo, like natural organic material, and then like the cases, a lot of them will be covered with that. I've gotten those too.
Yeah.
This one I got now with the shredded memory foam, what's unique about it is the cover on it, right? On one side, you use it during the colder months, and it has a certain material that helps to keep you warm, but not make you sweat. And in the summertime, there's a satin side, which keeps you cool in the summer when you're warm, so you don't sweat when you sleep. And I'm kind of torn between the two. I'll swap them out once in a while.
Yeah. Well, Maggie's in the chat. I can either go out and get the box and hope to God I don't flash my darn address on here, right? Or maybe she can type it in here. At Turquoise on Amazon. Yeah. What was the name of it? Do you remember? Because I thought it would come, Maggie, with like a paper inside, right? Saying, well, it did come with a paper. It said, okay, it's rolled up, right? And I had to take the plastic off it. And the box was like, it was pretty long, but anyway, it was rolled up. And so then I had to open it, of course, and to get rid of some of the pillow smell. They said the odor, I don't smell any odor, but anyway, on my pillow, to pat it. So I patted it everywhere, right? And then I found myself even patting the sides. And, it is? It's an ergonomic, but I can't use them. Oh, so is it an ergonomic? That's what it is, huh? You can buy a pillow from anywhere, from $5 to hundreds. I'm looking now, Tina. Thank you, Maggie. Yeah, I got it right here. I'll show y'all since we're talking about pillows. Pillows.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Trying to make my... Oh, there we go. I probably didn't even make it any bigger for you. This will be my first night on it. I gave it to my daughter. But she's like, I like that one. Oh, it says Certi. Wait. CERTI Purus. Certi Purus contains certified flexible polyurethane foam. Oecotex? Is that the name of it? Made without ozone depleters. Made without PBDESs. Low emission VOCSs for indoor air quality. Made without mercury. The foams are. So there's mercury, you guys, in foam pillows? Oh,
probably.
It's made without mercury, lead, and heavy metals. Made without formaldehyde. Made without prohibited phthalates or something. Oh, I'm so excited. Why can't we remove the tag? Under penalty of law, this tag...
I always take those off. I hate those things being on there.
Well, why does it have to be on? What's the big dang deal?
It's just some kind of thing that they have to do. Regulation that they have to post.
It says right here, under penalty of law, this tag not to be removed except by the consumer. So I can. What if I put a hole in my thing, though?
Well, some of them will rip off because they're perforated, but some of them you got to cut.
Oh, my God. Yeah, maybe I should It's gosh darn stitched in. I'll just cut it. Anyway, this is the pillow. Isn't it beautiful, you guys? Thank you so much, Maggie. Oh, and it's puffed out a lot, you guys. Just sitting on my bed all day. It was half this thickness. Kid you not, on the side. And through the day, it's expanded. Why or how, I just don't know. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God, you guys. It literally molds. The one that my daughter has that was mine literally has like an indentation like this, about this wide for your neck. This one, you can form it. I could tell when I laid on it to how I want it to be. Wow, thank you so much. I forgot I had this till I started talking about pillows. Oh, God. Turquoise, but I can't use them. It's not comfortable for me. Yeah, it also said that to give it a try, like if you don't like it at first, it takes 2 or 3 days to adjust to the new pillow, right? Whoops. 20 comments. Oh, that's funny. Tina could. Nice. Tina, you don't use it like that. What? I didn't lay on it right? How do you lay on them? Hey, yeah, let's have a sleep stream. Let's have a slumber party. We'll all be in our pajamas this summer. I'm going to do this, frankly. Now watch. Someone else will copy it. Watch. I've had one similar. It really helps with neck problems. Yay. Yay. Wait, why isn't this going up enough? Hair on there. Oh my God. Yeah, see? It is an ergonomic pillow. I'm getting the link, but you just type in ergonomic. Yep. On Amazon, and lots come up from cheap to expensive. The one that I had that my daughter wants, my ex-husband sent for my son, and he just, I don't even know if he used it one whole night. And I said, well, shoot, I'll take that thing. And I'm telling you, it's changed my life. My neck has hurt so bad before, Sherry. I didn't go to the emergency room, but I would go like this, and I'd be like, Shaylin, can you just rub my neck a little? You know, and right. It hurt everywhere. It would hurt here even, right?
Yeah.
And she'd barely push, and I'm not making this up. I'd be like, ah. And she'd be like, what? I didn't do anything. And I'm like, well, no, it's just a little too much pressure. I mean, I thought maybe I had fibromyalgia coming on or something.
Right.
You know, where the slightest touch or pinch.
Yeah,
really
I got diagnosed with that last year, and I was like, what? And then they want you to take medication for it, and you know, all medications ever do is have side effects, and so I just try to stick to like arthritis, you know, medicines like Tylenol and that. And Aleve and stuff, because I don't know, I have a sensitive stomach, and I always get worried I'm gonna have some weird side effects, or you know, it said something about making you dizzy or lightheaded, and I thought, well, I don't want to be falling out or anything.
Oh yeah,
I'm still trying to heal a knee, so.
Well, you're back. Tell the world if you want. Again, you've said it before. I think possibly on Dolly Vision even. Do you have rods in your back or something?
So yeah, I had 2 spinal fusion surgeries 10 years apart, and in my lower back. So I have, yeah. So they put like, basically they build your back up, and so there's like a, it's kind of hard to describe it, but it's almost like a cage where they put like the rods in there, and then they have your basically where your vertebrae used to be. They have they rebuild it, and it's kind of hard to describe what it is, but it just looks really strange. It's not like what you have before they take it out and start over. You know what I mean? It's just the only way that they can support the back when it's gotten that bad. Because before I had surgery, like it got bad. It was bad for so long before they ever did it. So the damage was way worse. The first one, yeah. And then when he went in and did the other one 10 years later, he went in and changed some of the hardware from the original one. So he kind of like got in there and disrupted all that, scar tissue around all that. So that was horrible. I remember how painful it was when I woke up from that one.
What do you mean disrupted? You mean he moved scar tissue around
he
that was near
some
or
new
on
hardware
your
in.
spine?
Yeah, because he wanted to like add to the one that he already had done. So he added some stuff and he put some new screws and different stuff in to different parts of that where it was older. And so, I mean, that the only way I could describe it is like, like basically if something's been 10 years healed, then, if you go and start tearing into it, it just, yeah, it was
Well,
just
why
no
did
fun.
he do it?
Scary.
Did he tell you you'll have extra
That was the way they
pain?
have to. It's, yeah. Well, he wanted to fix the next one up, but my insurance will only pay for what's wrong at the time because they're shit. So he was like, well, if you weren't so symptomatic right now, which meant I wasn't even able to stand on my one left leg for more than like 2-3 minutes, and it'd go so numb I couldn't stand it because the nerve was pinched off in the spine. Yeah. So then so he's like, well, I wish I could do both, but he couldn't wait and I couldn't walk. And so he did it. And so I just told him, I said, I don't want to come and see you again. I'm just going to have to deal with it because so I was really
scared. You didn't
want
to go see him a third time?
Yeah, I don't want to have a third surgery. I mean, it's bad enough to have them
have a third surgery on your back?
I think he knew that it would probably eventually have to happen because the other disc was already kind of showing problems, but I just told him, I'm like, man, I just don't want to go through that again. And, the second time they did it, the first scar was enough. And the second time they made a bigger scar. And I was really upset about it when I found out. And he said, well, we had to, look around more because we had to see what we were dealing with. But then they just put you back together and you're never quite the same. Now I have like problems with nerve, like these weird, like my feet will cramp up and do weird shit, spasms and stuff that I never had before surgery. So
you regret even having the first surgery or just the second?
I mean, I basically wouldn't have been able to walk and I was only 33. And so that would have been shit. They had to do it. But they waited too long to do it. That's where the whole thing went wrong. If they could have intervened when it was just, a minor surgery, instead they waited and waited and waited.
Why? Why?
My insurance. The insurance doesn't want to pay for it because it's real expensive. Spinal surgery, just right under heart surgery, because they're opening your main, vessel that runs your whole system.
So waited meaning waited the 10 years or waited?
No, they waited like it was about 2.5 years that I was in horrible shape and trying to be a mom of young kids during that time. I wrote an entire story in college about it. And I've always wanted to like finished it out to a book, but I wrote, I'll have to send it to you. I'll send it to you to read sometime. I got to get my printer up and going. I plugged it in, got it all ready, and now I just got to get paper and ink. But yeah, it was challenging trying to, and I had 4 little ones at home, I think then when I had the first back surgery. Yeah, there was, the kids were all young. And there were twins, the twins were in that group.
You had 2 sets of twins, right?
No, just one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, Wild Angel has 11
the youngest
kids.
4 kids that were at home last, while everybody else was already out of the house. They were really little when I had that first back surgery, and that was really difficult because you're just it's like waking up and kind of like if somebody had, say, gotten an accident and had a spinal injury, when they go in and they fix you like that, you're not the same. Literally everything was different. You have to learn to kind of walk right again. I mean, nothing about you is what it was. You can't walk. Like I'm hyper, so I would try to be walking real fast and hurt myself because I wouldn't realize that I couldn't do that anymore like that. I had to do it step by step, you know.
So if
It
you
was just a
needed
lot.
to run, you can't run.
No. I mean, the last time I tried to run after my damn puppy that was running after a big dog, I ran, turned, and pivoted on my knee wrong, and I've been in pain since last September when I did it. So that was the biggest mistake ever.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you hadn't, would he have? What would have happened?
I don't know. It was a really scary situation. I'll have to tell you the story sometime. It was just a bizarre situation that happened, and it's never happened before, and none of it made any sense. It was like it's one of those moments where you're like, did that just happen?
Yeah,
like, that
it's
couldn't
still
have happened
alive, right? I think it's still
yeah,
alive.
yeah. I was just panicked because I thought the puppy would I didn't know if that dog was mean. The other dog had already ran him out of the yard, like basically as soon as he seen it, he went towards that dog, and it was a big, big dog, and mine are little.
Oh.
He ran away, but the puppy was just a baby, and he don't know no better, so he thought he was helping, and he was going to chase the big dog too. I got scared because I'm thinking, well, I can't let him just run off, and what if that dog turns and attacks him or something?
Right.
So, just like a mom, you're just like running out, oh my gosh, I'm trying to chase this puppy. And that was not it. I remember yelling for my son, and he couldn't hear me because he was watching a movie and it was too loud.
Oh,
and he said, I thought I heard something, but when I looked outside, I didn't see it. And I said, that's because I was chasing a dog.
My God. Did you get him? Did you pick him up?
Yes, I did. But what happened was I hurt my knee. I knew I did. So basically, I was just I was hobbling along, pulling my leg behind me, trying to still get the dog.
You poor thing. It's not funny, but I can literally see you hobbling, trying to get the dog.
I was so mad, and I've been in so much pain. Like the first 4 months, especially the first 2, when I used to stay up on the phone. Sometimes me and the girls would do a little slumber party where we'd all turn our mute on, but we'd be sleeping on the phone, right? And it would be when anybody was sick or anybody was hurting, because we wanted to be there in case somebody needed us, So I remember they told me I would cry myself to sleep, that they would hear me crying while I was sleeping.
What the hell?
And I was so I finally had to start muting, because it must have been when I fell asleep, unmuted.
You were crying
they just
in your
felt,
sleep,
yeah,
Sherry?
it was that much pain. And I was used
that's
to
really sad.
It is. It was and some nights I still have, where I just, because every time I try to stretch it out and move it, it just cracks and cracks and cracks. It's almost like the bone from the knee to the shin bone is not aligned right. I have an appointment coming up to go see the specialist again, because it's not, something's not right with it. And they told me, well, it's just arthritis and fluid, because they had an MRI. And I said, well, how in the fuck did those 2 things hurt that bad? I'm screwed then, basically, because I've never had so much pain before, other than my back, but you get used to that. That's 23 years in the making. I've gotten used to that. But your knees, it's a different story, because it carries you, and everything you do, you don't think your knees bend. They bend all the time, no matter what you're doing. I swear they do.
Yeah, they're bent right now. Mine are bent
right now. And
wow.
So, and I don't know if it was because when I first used to be on YouTube, I would sit at the kitchen table in the chair in front of me. I would sit there and I'd have my legs propped up on it, but my knees would be bent. I wonder, if I didn't irritate it some back doing that. You just have to, I thought back, but then I decided that I know really what agitated it was when I broke my right knee and tore my meniscus in that leg when I was on the way to the airport that time. When I did that damage, I had to use my left leg for all the support, because I couldn't even walk on that thing for months. Right. So I abused the other knee by putting all that pressure on it.
And
given the fact, you have to imagine that if your knees and you're not standing properly and you ain't walking right, it fucks your back up. So the whole time I'm thinking, oh my gosh, please don't let this mess my back up too, because I can't do all this at once. So it's just been no fun.
Did you ever? Okay, you don't have to answer this, and maybe by not answering it, people will think there's truth to. I'm just really curious. Did you ever feel like the pain was so much you just wanted to, end your,
Oh yeah, I used to get really depressed. especially in the early days when, you know, when it was just overwhelming. Yeah, you definitely
and you
felt
think
that way,
it's never
especially.
going to stop, and you have your little kids running around. God.
Yeah, I mean, it was like when with them, it was easier because you were like more like motivated to like, you know, you just had to do it. You didn't have a choice not to. Now, when I had the second back surgery, I didn't have any little kids anymore. So, so I was just me, and um, you know, nobody was living at home at that point, and so it wasn't so bad that time. I mean, I was able to rest more and take my time healing more. You know, I wasn't busy with little kids and stuff anymore, you know. So it was a little bit easier the second time that way. Plus, I'd already been through it before. But I did ask my doctor one time, I said, just tell me the truth. Am I going to be in pain like forever? And she says, forever. Like, there's no way out of it. Like, it's just
She
what
said
it is.
it just like that?
Yeah, she was being honest. Because, I mean, she's seen me suffer, you know, through it all and that. And so, yeah, she's just like, yeah.
That's really
But she
sad.
does her best to help me. You know, we try to figure things out, but it's an endless battle.
Like
I'd
I
rather
can
have something that went.
kind of relate. See, my eyes are even watering up a little bit because I feel really bad for you, because when I picked up that honking gosh darn, they don't even make them anymore, right? It was a monitor the size of I don't know what. It was huge. And I've said this story before, but I picked it up when my son was 3, okay, because we lived in a nearby town, and I moved it just hardly nothing. I lifted it like that much, and I was trying to get it off a cardboard table. I mean, it was one of these monstrous dinosaur freaking monitors. And I picked it up and brought it over to the bed that was next to it. It was freaking bad. I pulled something out and I was screaming. I had to call Joe at his job, you know, and he was an engineer. He designed roads and stuff on the computer. I mean, he had a busy damn, you know, good job. And I'm crying and I was screaming to the point where he said, Megan, someone's going to call 911. I was like, I can't help it. And I was on all fours. He came home, took me to a chiropractor. I mean, I was crawling on all fours through the damn.
I've been there.
Through the door of our apartment, tried to get into the front seat. It was really scary. And of course, you're crying. And when you cry, right, that makes it hurt more.
Yes, it does.
And it's awful. And I don't even really remember the appointment even. Like I don't know what he did. I don't know if he adjusted it. I don't remember if I just had to pick up Tylenol. Like I don't know if that's because I blocked everything out and it was too much. I mean, because I remember stuff usually. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I remember when I first injured my back, and it was when I was pregnant with my second daughter, and I was a nurse aide, and I was working towards my RN, and so I was doing like clinical, you know, like part of my training and stuff. So for my education stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I injured my back when I was training in one of the girls, and we were lifting somebody, and she didn't follow the training and panicked and let go of him. And it put all that weight on my back, and that's the first time I injured my back. So that was like was like the lead to, yeah. And I remember when I was pregnant with one of the kids, I can't remember which one, but I remember my back going out on me from like just bending over into the refrigerator to get something, because just that little bit you bend forward, and it like my back locked up. And my mom took me to the chiropractor, and he was he specialized where he could treat pregnant women because his wife was pregnant. So he had a special table and everything for women, you know, for pregnancy. Yeah. And he had to adjust me. And I remember being so scared, but he got me straightened out.
There's a whole thing for
there's a hole, belly. Right. Mm-hmm. But I was really scared because they do different things. They'll have you sit up and cross your arms, and they know what they're doing, but it's scary. And I kept getting scared.
I don't really like it. I give in and let them do it because they're so soft spoken.
Right.
nice, but I really don't want to do it.
And it took a little while to heal, but I got better to where I was, because that was obviously the problem. I had completely my spine was all whacked out.
Okay, so the first injury, she
was on a job.
Dropped the person. Was it a man or woman?
Yeah, it was an older man, and he was probably about 175 pounds, I'd say. And so anytime you readjust, when you're lifting a patient out of bed to change the bedding, you always put your leg out as a support so that you're not pulling on your back. It's, it's a safety thing. And she had been trained, and I was working with her, and I told her what to do and what we were going to do. And she just panicked because she didn't have the right hold on him. So that was terrible.
And when you put your foot out front, like this is him standing, do you put it in between his legs?
Well, no, so we were lifting him out of bed to put him in the chair so we could change his bedding.
Okay.
Yeah, he was laying down, and we were bringing him up, and then lifting him into the chair, and that's when all that went on. So.
Did you have the belt thing on?
Yes, but back then they didn't have them like where they had them at the jobs that you had, like wherever you worked. It was more of like you were if you wanted to, like you could wear your own supports. They didn't provide them back then.
Really?
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Wow.
It was in the 90s, so yeah, they didn't. But I used one because I was pregnant too at the time, not way far along, but like 4 months. So yeah, it was a strain.
And what was the second injury, like through your life from that day forward? What was your second? Because you already had an injury.
Probably a minor car. Well, it wasn't a minor car accident. I mean, there was another car involved, but just somebody hitting the brakes and me getting thrown into a windshield. So that did some whiplash, some damage to my neck and upper back.
Did you bump it? Did you touch the glass?
Yeah, I went, actually hit it sideways. So with the side of my head, because I was sitting sideways, if you're, say you're driving, and I was talking to my boyfriend and he was driving, and my friend was drunk in the back seat, and she, threw some Cheetos, and, somehow she managed, when she was trying to grab the front seat, she hit him in the side of the face or the eye, and it, basically shocked him when he was driving, and he hit the brakes all of a sudden going 65. And so I wasn't in my seatbelt because so that was quite the ordeal.
65?
Yeah.
And hit
so if I would have been sitting forward with no seatbelt on, I would have been out of the ejected. But since I was sitting sideways, my shoulder caught the impact. So, but my foot got twisted up under the driver's seat. Yeah, it was really quite the situation.
Because I've been in a car, right? When we would, travel to Aberdeen or whatever in the car. And I remember we were in one of those, I don't know what they're called, not standstill, but where the cars stop for 10 minutes and they inch their way forward. Well, finally we got going, and there was a van in front of us. And I don't know, out of nowhere, Joe slammed on the brakes, and it was such a jolt. Think about it. He was going, 10 miles? No, probably 5 miles an hour. No, probably at that point, 10 or 15. But it was such an impact with just that speed. I can't imagine 65.
I know, right? Yeah, because we were on the interstate.
God, did you break your shoulder when you got that impact?
But I injured my neck enough to where, they had me in a neck brace in the hospital for a while, and then they had me doing neck exercises. So I was going back to occupational therapy for a while for that,
How long did you have to wear the neck brace for? Months?
I want to say probably the 3 days that I was in there until they made sure my neck made sure I didn't have any injury to the neck to where it was any fractures.
Wait, it took 3 days to find out if you had a fractured neck? What?
Well, I want to say that they didn't do the test until the second day that I was in there. Actually taking me in, because I was, because I think, I must have gotten somewhat of a concussion, obviously, because I remember being sick and being scared because I had a neck brace on, and it makes your head kind of tilted a little bit.
Tilted
so
up.
awkward. Yeah, and I was buzzing the nurses trying to figure out how I was supposed to throw up and not choke with being at an angle like that, you know.
Oh, that's so sad. What did
Yeah,
they
it was
say to
crazy.
you? What did they say to you? Did they help you?
They finally did come in there, but you know,
You
somebody
mean,
was
did they
up there
take
with
it
me.
off so you could puke? I don't get it.
No, they just tried to help me more. After, you know, somebody else that was up there, family or friends, somebody was up there and was helping me in the beginning because, you know, there was nobody there.
But I mean,
We were
how
buzzing for a
did you
while.
end up puking with a neck brace on? That's my question. Did you
It
just puke?
wasn't easy to do because you had to put the little tray they give you like right under your lips. Because otherwise, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, I'm just imagining it. You're like this. You got the tray.
It was very awkward.
Oh, you
Yeah.
poor thing.
And they said that it was a concussion and that's why
Hi,
I was getting sick.
Oh God. Hi, Bless Mama, and any other names I miss. Did you
I've
like
had so many
puke
I've
a
had
lot
so
of
many
stuff
close
up, or
calls.
was it like kind of bile? I mean, was it?
Yeah, it was just liquids because I wasn't like, because you know how when you first get it, if you're injured or sick, they always are, everything's restricted till they figure out what's wrong with you. If they don't give you a lot of anything, just fluids and stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And they won't give you anything for pain or anything because they don't know if you have a head injury. It's just all of it's a waiting game.
You couldn't even have a Tylenol.
I don't remember. It was so long ago, but it's hard to say what they gave. But I remember my oldest son came up and he was just a little guy then, and he gave me a Sunday mom talk about wearing my seatbelt. Because, you know, I was always telling them that they had to have their seatbelts on. So he's like, Mom didn't have her seatbelt on. Mom got a bump on her head. It was so cute.
That is cute. You really might have lost your life. I mean,
right.
think of it.
And
if
it would have been my
been
friend's fault.
like that, were your legs up? Were your knees up when you were
So
talking?
no, I was sitting like with my knees in between the, like, you know, where you're between your two seats. There wasn't like a middle thing there or coaster thing. It was like open. So when I hit that, my one foot slid up underneath the driver's seat. So I had a twisted ankle too, because it was like stuck up underneath there. Yeah.
Was there glass broken anywhere? The driver had
yeah, I
seatbelt
ruined her windshield. My head completely impacted that windshield. Like it was broken. I mean, it was like pushed out.
What? It was? Yeah, I thought you just hit it and got whiplash and bumps. You broke the glass?
I had, so the whole side of the right side of my head was swollen because it hit that whole it busted it out.
What? It busted the glass out?
Yeah.
It didn't just
matter of fact, when they went to the ER, they said that
it's not even just cracked. It's busted out from the impact?
It was busted. You know how, like, have you ever seen like when somebody hits a windshield, or how a windshield looks when something hits it really at like a velocity?
I don't even think.
Yeah, I mean, our heads are pretty hard and so are windshields, but yeah. I had a sore noggin for a long time.
God,
yeah. I've had more concussions, Tina, than most sports people that play sports. And my doctor used to tell me she was going to give me a helmet because she couldn't figure out how I could even still be in one piece. She used to tell me that all the time, and it's bad. But I mean, every one of them has been really bad, and they were, you know, either from an accident, or one time it was as simple as going to karaoke and my leather coat was stuck on a chair, and I was trying to get it off, right, and it just like it was hung up, and I gave it a big tug, and I fell right backwards, right on my head, on the back of my head, and you could hear your skull hit the floor, like it was that loud.
Oh,
and so I had a bad concussion from that one. I couldn't lift my arms up above my head for well over 6 months without feeling like I was falling backwards again. It was just like, yeah, I kept feeling like that so I always had to keep my arms down.
So was that like a vertigo feeling?
Yeah, it was real bad vertigo for a while.
Felt like you were gonna fall back. That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
And
it was that's
just called a concussion. I thought a concussion was just sort of pain or swelling, and
no,
you know.
Yeah, it's like giving your brain a bruise, kind of. It's like giving your brain a slap. You know, it gets joggled in there, and you know, and so it kind of, you get a little disorientated, lightheaded, things like that.
Well, that's how I felt. Okay, when I said the other day, I guess I'll say it again, when my daughter and I were riding bikes, barely 5 miles an hour, maybe 3. And we were watching a couple, right? In like their 20s or something. And we're in a parking lot playing Frisbee. I was too. So neither of us are watching where we're going. The next thing I know, her face is right up by mine. She bumped me so hard, right by accident, that it curled. I mean, it bent not just a little. We're talking this much. My brakes up under. And I don't know this until after I hit the pavement, look at the bike or whatever, or the next day. I don't even think I noticed it then. But the next thing I knew, I saw blue sky. The sky was a real pretty, robin's egg blue. So I knew. Luckily, I knew it was the sky, at least. I knew it was the sky. That's when I realized I was falling. Like I was going to fall. There was no time to, I remember this thought process. And you know how quick it is. You don't even have time to scream, cry, or say, shit. Or put your hands down. And I hit this side of my head on the pavement. The one day, I'm serious about it too, that I didn't wear a helmet because I figured we're just going to tool through the parking lot and get some air. That's when the first year of the C was here. The C disease. But anyway, the impact, not making this up, the bruise on my daughter's leg was this big and black and blue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which, didn't even really notice then. But I hit the pavement. The people playing Frisbee called an ambulance. It was their lickety split. And they gave me a cold compress, whatever thing. And of course, I was crying. It hurt like hell.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what if it's a concussion? And when I hear these stories, like, obviously I'm fine, but we just, I don't know. They didn't even offer us a ride home, I don't think. We couldn't ride our bikes. The brakes, things were bent and discombobulated. She's limping because she has a big-ass bruise. All we had to do was we went down a back hill by the sports area, through by some trees and whatnot, took our time, walked really slow. So I'm pushing my bike with my right hand, holding the compress like this. And she's limping too because of the damn bruise.
Oh, man.
And she felt really bad. It was an accident. It was a fluke accident. But after that, when I think about people even on their bikes getting hit by a car that's going even 5 or 10 miles an hour, or if you're going fast down the road, but they told me what did they say? They didn't say don't go to sleep. They didn't say if you go to sleep and don't wake up, call us, because that makes no sense. What did they say? If you start drifting off, what do you have to look for when you get a concussion, but you're not at the hospital?
Well, they usually want you to have somebody around you for the first 24 hours so that
no one
you
was
can be
around
watched. Yeah, because then they want to look at for symptoms of like neurological, like a brain bleed or something that can show up later, different symptoms of that. I know that when I had a couple really bad incidences, they did CT scans right away to make sure I didn't have a brain bleed on a couple of those occasions.
I still have a pump. Yeah, go ahead.
Bet. Yeah, probably one of the worst ones I ever got. And it wasn't from an accident. It was from being attacked by somebody that was on medication. But I got punched in the head with the spinner ring. And if you know what a spinner ring is, it's one of those rings that has the thing that makes it spins around the ring itself. Like there's an extra piece on it and makes it go around. They were really popular years ago.
Wait, the thing with the little wheel-looking things?
Yeah, and it's like a ring, and then it spins around. It's kind of a weird thing, but the person didn't know what they were doing. They were completely drunk and on Xanax or whatever, something like that. And they suffered from PTSD and they're bipolar, so they blacked out, didn't know who I was. It was frightening. And anyway, it was something out of a horror movie from what I can remember of it. But I remember when I got hit, And I was trying to protect myself the best I could, but when I got hit in the head like that.
Wait, did you just say you got hit with one of those?
With the ring, with the hand that had the ring on it. So it literally it ripped my head open because of the ring. But I didn't know that I had damage until I stood up, because when gravity, you'll bleed from a head wound when you stand up. Okay, so when I stood up, I felt something on my neck, and I thought, well, that's weird. And it was blood running down my neck, but I didn't realize it at first. And then you're on adrenaline because you're in shock. So, you know what I mean? I was trying to figure out, like, well, what should I do? So I remember knocking on the neighbors, and it was like 1 a.m. And I knew nobody was going to get up. And I thought, okay, so I'm 3 blocks down and 3 blocks over from the little hospital in the town I lived in. Should I drive or walk? Well, it was kind of chilly out, so I thought I better just drive. That way, if I don't make it, I'll crash into something. Somebody will hear me, something. But I got myself there somehow. And I remember the nurse asking me, how did you get here? And I said, I drove. And she thought, because I was beat up. It wasn't just that I had the bloody head. I had been attacked, so. And that was the time that I almost actually, like when you're being choked, and I don't know if you've never had that happen to you, but it's a really scary experience. And when you're just about to pass out from that because you can't breathe anymore, right? I was praying. I was praying out loud, and I was saying goodbye to everybody in my life, because you're gonna, like, you just know, right? And the weirdest thing ever happened in my life, and I will never be able to explain it to anybody except for that. It was like all of a sudden, just long enough for me to get away. It was like something pulled him off of me. I got away. I got to the door, and there was 3 locks locked. It's like in the movies where you can't get the locks off fast enough.
Wait, who was choking you? Who was choking you?
It was a friend of mine that used to be in the military, and he had gone off the deep end.
You told me this, did you not?
Yeah.
I knew you.
And so, and the person never remembered this. They were completely blocked out, didn't remember doing any of it. So they had to go to therapy because of it, because that was like, I was like a good friend of theirs, and they, it's something they would normally not do.
So you're just sitting there, like?
No, well, they were at the bar, and I had gone to check on the person, wondering where, and he had gone and snuck and taken his medication. Yeah, and he snuck into his medicines. And I realized when I looked in his container that he'd taken his medicine and then went to drink. And so, I was like, oh, scary, because people are unpredictable. And so, no, I didn't expect him to. I don't know what was going on. It was really scary. It was like almost like, the devil was there or something. It was horrible.
Yeah,
because it wasn't even that person. It was just really weird. And I got to the door.
What were you doing, though? Did you just tell me? I'm semi-reading chat and I'm listening. What did you, what were you doing when he just turned and attacked you? Like, had you spent hours together?
I was at home, and he walked back from the bar downtown. He eventually came back, but he was already too far gone. And so, yeah, I don't even remember what ended up happening.
So was he really drunk too?
Yeah, drunk and on Xanax. So he was overdosed on both. Jeez. And he was bipolar. So completely just gone. Yeah. So
oh my,
that was really crazy. And so, yeah. And then I was at a hospital that's small, so they didn't even have like a doctor there. They had to get somebody to come in the middle of the night. And then they didn't have the right stuff to sew my head up with. They ended up using some kind of thread that was like, my doctor said it looked like Frankenstein thread because it was thick. Because they normally would staple a head wound.
God. But wait, I'm confused. So you walked in, and did he attack you the second you walked in? Or
no,
did you
I was
try
in
to
the
get
other room, laying in my room.
Oh.
No, I was laying in my room, and the dog was laying beside me. Okay. And then I put the dog in the bathroom because he was staggering around. And yeah, I'm not sure exactly how the whole thing
Why did
came
that
up.
glitch? My thing just glitched. I hope
I
I'm
saw that. That was weird.
Trouble with anything. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I can't exactly remember exactly what all happened. I just remember that.
But did it happen seconds after you got there? Or
no, probably like 5-10 minutes in, because I remember saying, well, your medications disappeared out of the drawer. And then he just got all bent out of shape and, was worried I was going to call his mom and let her know that
he got mad at you. I thought he just snapped and went back to the ward.
No, he got himself worked up. Yeah. Right.
And did he throw you down on the bed or the couch? and try to do that?
No.
Or were you
We
standing?
I want to say that I think he followed me back in the room, and I was going to lay back down, and then he was talking to me, but he wasn't making any sense. And then I would say he was blacked out because he started like chasing after me, and I'm like trying to defend myself. And I was just getting over a broken ankle that 6 months prior to. So I didn't want him to get at my foot, because at one time he grabbed my foot, and I thought, oh no, I don't need a broken ankle, So it was just basically fight or flight type situation. You're trying to get away from somebody,
Did he have your arms or hands pinned down like with his body, or were you trying to push them off?
Not until we were on the floor, and that's when the choking started, and that's the part that was really just, I've never had that happen to me before, and it's very scary.
Oh God.
And that's when I was praying for my life. And then, like I said, it was just like
out
I had
loud?
just that
You
moment.
said
It was
out
like
loud, right? What
yeah,
you
I
said,
did.
like,
I did it out loud.
God, please save me. Do you remember what you said? Even?
I was actually just praying and talking to my kids and my family. I was saying I love you all, and then that helped me within there and stuff like that. So, but it was bizarre. And then I got to the door and couldn't get the last lock undone. And that's when I ran back the other way. And then that's when I got hit in the head. But then he passed out finally. Thank goodness. He passed out finally, which I was hoping was part of my prayer, that he'd be taken out for a moment to get him away from me. He passed out. He looked at me after my head started bleeding. He said, "You need to go wash your hair." This is how delusional he was. He didn't even act like he knew why my head was bleeding. "You need to go wash your hair." And then minutes later, he was in there sleeping. And then that's when I left.
God, did you ever talk to him again? I mean, he was trying to kill you.
Well, yeah, but like I said, there was a lot of intervention that went in there. He had to go to therapy, and then he finally got on the right meds for his bipolar. And then
did he ever apologize? Or
oh yeah, he never remembered the event, but seeing me in that condition and realizing that he did it was like, it's almost like if you hit somebody in a hit and run because you were drunk, how you would feel like that. That's what he was going through. And it was hard for me too, because I was having PTSD for a long time over it. Like I couldn't have anybody stand around behind me. I couldn't wear shirts around my neck. Like, I don't like things up around my neck. My shirts have to be V-neck, things like that. Just weird stuff like that. But you just there's things about even Corey has to be careful not to put his hands too close around, how you're rubbing someone's shoulder. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get a little nervous because I know he's not going to hurt me, but you know what I mean? It's just, you'll get little flashes once in a while.
Flashes. Did you have nightmares for ages?
Yeah, I did. And it was hard to sleep because I had that injury, and the concussion was so severe from that impact that I had speech problems for a while. I had to really work on it. I would have little micro seizures for a little bit. So I had to take some medicine for that.
You're a survivor of so much. How old were you then when that happened? How old were you? 30s?
Maybe 43 or something like that.
Oh, that's not even that long ago. Aren't you wait, do you want to say how old you are? I don't know. Maybe you don't.
53.
What? This all happened 10 years
ago? So maybe,
ago?
well, no, maybe it was it would have been more like 12 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, probably about 12. Yeah. Time has just gone by so fast, it's hard to remember when all these events happen, anymore. It's too much.
Wow.
Too many
and then
things.
You said you injured your back on the way to the airport a long time
ago. That's when I broke my knee. That's because I walked on an uneven, where the pavement on the sidewalk from coming down the stairs out of this place was uneven. And I was looking at my daughter, and we're all giddy and excited because we're going on a trip. And I just walked. I mean, when I walked into that, I hit that thing so hard and so fast because I was walking fast because we were in a hurry. And
that was
all I had time to do was
recent. This is the trip this summer before you went to Vegas, or where did you go again?
We were on our way to Laughlin, Nevada. When was it? So it would have been in 22. Yeah, it would have been March 22 when it happened. Yeah.
Why did you feel you could go? You knew you'd probably have to walk around quite a bit. You didn't want to.
Well, we were literally on our way like to the airport, and our trip got canceled the day before. So if the weather hadn't been bad, we never would have been where I was, and I never would have hurt my knee. I just hate Iowa weather.
You
like,
poor
why did
thing.
that happen?
God, you must be
I'm one of those people that don't give up easy, though. I'll go on a trip. I mean, yeah, I was in pain, but I just the whole point it's just so nice out there, and I was able to get myself in the water and get my the Colorado River is so clean, and it stays at a certain temperature. Yeah, and so it's cold enough to where if you do have an injury, it will really like make you feel good. It'll numb that pain. So I was.
It is darker, Luna. Sorry, just showing her. Yeah. God, you must be petrified. I mean, petrified. Really nervous that you might slip on the ice in Iowa and re-injure.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't go out when it's slippery
tailbone or your back or now your knee. Oh my God.
I know. My doctor's always like, "What are we gonna do with you?" I said, "I don't know, Mother." I said, "Somebody's got it out for me."
You poor thing. I just can't even imagine. Oh my God. I just wanted to say really quick, my eyes, or someone, Gypsy Soul wants me to do a tutorial on my makeup sometime. Well, I don't want to because I got tremors too bad, but I'll just say I do an eyeshadow of the color of what I'm wearing. And instead of fake eyelashes like I used to wear over on Dolly Vision, which are, they're fun. They make your eyes pop and everything. But when you're not wearing them, right, you really feel weird, kind of naked. So I put black eyeliner here and then up. And I don't do these teeny little, right, those teeny wisps that younger folk do. I do more, severe sides. And then I do inside my eye from here, just halfway. Because if I do eyeliner all the way across, see, it just makes you look dark and kind of heavy.
Yeah, like,
it's my feeling. And then I match the color, and sometimes I mix colors, pink and purple, whatever, and I do a little bit of lighter under there. And then just I like matte for lipstick, the dry look or whatever. And then blush, and that's it. I don't wear foundation, whatever. So there was my tutorial. I didn't have to do it. Now you know Luna, right? You know who Luna is. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. I like Luna. Hope you're doing well. Oh my God, you poor thing. And when you slip and fall on the ice, I mean, you don't expect it, right? I think it was 2 or 3, probably 3 years ago. There was ice and it was built up on the steps, but it's only 1, 2, I think 3, maybe 4 steps. And we have a little railing there. And I might even have grabbed the railing, but I'm not really sure. And I just went, they put salt around here. Yeah, my feet went out from under me and I landed right on my tailbone area. And I just sat there, but it didn't really injure it. But I think from lifting that honkin' monitor way back when I was 36, I injured, right? I injured something. And every now and then, one day, all I did was bend down at a regular medium speed to pick up a darn cat dish. And I pulled my back out. Just, you know what I mean? And it hurt like hell. I couldn't straighten up. So I used a pad that first time I was given 800 milligram Tylenol. That stuff's incredible. I mean, right? You have to get a prescription for it. Yeah. The doctor gave me that, but it pulled out about a month ago. I don't know. I had to roll off my mattress. And then when I tried to stand up, I barely could. In fact, it was the day before I was supposed to do that, what I thought was going to be a dance little competition with Sarah. Yeah. or no, was it the day before or two? It was 2 days before. And I literally remember thinking, I really may not be able to do this. But I leaned on a heating pad, for hours, right? I just put it on high and leaned on it. And I know you can burn your skin, but I had clothes on. And it really did the trick. But I think, what I'm saying is once you injure yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not good. You poor thing. Have you ever broken like your foot or your hand or your arm?
No, I mean, I tore my rotor on my right shoulder trying to help Corey pick up a ginormous wash machine that I never should have been trying to pick up to begin with because he's taller than me by far.
Oh,
that was dumb. That was a dumb move. That was me being aggressive trying to get the wash machine moved to the when we were moving. And then as far as like, I'm trying to think here. I broke several toes, never fingers. But several of my toes have been broke. And then my ankle on the same leg I broke my knee on, I broke that ankle and several toes on that foot. So
you
never did any of that stuff until after I was like 40s. Yeah, no, just different injuries throughout, over time. And it seemed like it was always on my right side, from the shoulder to the ankle, the toe, then the knee, and now all that stuff's healed up. And well, I still get discomfort there, but the left side now is what's in full swing. My neck up here on the left shoulder, and then that left knee. So yeah, it's hard to sleep. That's why I'm up a lot. I'll fall asleep and wake up, and I feel like crap.
You poor thing. When I just do this, Sherry, just rolling them forward and back.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
It's not excruciating pain, but it's painful. I can tell you it hurts. And I always thought I'd have this stiffness and this pain, and probably other ladies in chat, maybe even you, in my like 80s, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
No, it freaking starts for me in my 50s. I don't think it started in my 40s. No, it didn't for me. Because I don't
remember any of my 41. Family ever complaining of being in pain like all of us are back when I was younger, and my folks were, older then. None of them ever felt like we do. I never saw it.
Right. Maybe it's because they moved more. Like if they were on a farm, they were always moving and exercising. I don't know.
My grandparents were real active, way into their 50s and 60s. People have such
sedentary lives now, right?
I know, right?
Ooh, I just felt something move back there. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I was 55 when I started getting like neck pain, because I felt really good at 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just did. Yeah. I had a lot of energy and the whole 9 yards. But somebody said in the chat earlier, I can't remember who, I've forgotten the name now. Could be Innocent, could be Lulu, I can't remember, but they think maybe the bump on my head kind of correlates with my stroke. Or they asked me if I had my stroke after I fell off the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So they're wondering if maybe because the stroke was over here, a clot the size of an M&M. And, well, let me think about this, okay? It was this February 4th, 3 years ago. And the C disease was for sure happening when we were riding our bikes. So I fell off. I'm pretty sure it was like fall or something. It wasn't no hot summer day. It was fallish. And then I had my stroke probably the next. No. Are we on the 4th year of the C? I still think it's out there. Or are we on our 3rd year? We're on our 4th, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on our 4th. So, yeah, if it's the fall and I'm on my bike and I fell, oh my God, you guys. Why didn't I tell the The surgeon people.
You mean to tell me you didn't ever go and get checked out or anything?
No.
Oh, Tina.
That's what I was saying. I said, could I have a concussion? I remember saying that. They were nice. They were pleasant, but they didn't. And maybe it's because we had our bikes with us. I don't remember being offered a ride to the hospital. I think they just said, I think they had me stand up. Well, I had to, right? And they asked me if I felt a little dizzy. And I think, I mean, obviously I had a headache. She looked at my eyes. I'm remembering now, with the whatever they point there, right? And I guess because I was tracking okay or whatever that's called, they weren't really worried. But yeah, I was a tad nervous about even going to bed. Yeah. But I'm okay. But I obviously have it's literally this round. So it's this big of a bump that's still there. And yeah. So if that's fall, right? In February, I had my stroke of that year. Wow.
That's really
tough. Yeah, I won't get all into it, but you guys, I felt so good, so rested. I didn't have heart palpitations. I had nothing. I was dealing a little bit with high blood pressure, but nothing real bad. I mean, really, it wasn't even 130 over whatever. It was always 110 over 70. And then it got a little high for a while. And I'm here to say you can feel really good and have a damn stroke. That's scary. I always thought, I'd have a pinch somewhere or palpitations or I'd start sweating or whatever. I was probably having my damn stroke while I was riding my bike to the eye appointment. Luckily, I ride on the sidewalks. I do. I don't. One time I said, screw this. I always wear a helmet. I'm going to be on the road. And when I did that one day, this pickup was in front of me. And I don't know what his damn deal was. I just wanted to go straight through the light. And he blared his horn at me. It was weird. And I said, no. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, no, I've never. Yeah. Yeah, you're a warrior. You're a warrior. And then a warrior. Dun, dun. Isn't that a song? I am your warrior.
Oh, I love that song.
That's the song Ernie Shell plays. Or today he did. I am your warrior. Who sings that, I wonder?
The warrior.
Look at Maggie. I got filler in my lips years ago. I look like Jackie Stallone. I swear I got it took out 2 days later. What? You can get filler taken out once they put it in?
Ooh, that sounds crazy.
You could have stuck me to a window like a sun catcher.
She's so fucking funny.
She's really, really funny. Maria, you tried Botox? I wouldn't mind. I have thin lips. I mean, they weren't, right, when I was younger. It's just kind of something that's happened as I got older. And I hear as you get older, you lose the pigmentation, right? Like you lose the pigmentation. Well, you're still pretty young, so you're 53? Wait, if you're 53, you're I'm 8 years older than you. Oh, Deanna asked. Yes, I asked. I know you said you had a family history, but since you had an injury prior to the same side, here's a picture of the brain. Look at the little brain. You know what? I can't tell you guys how many times I've said to kids around here who don't have a helmet on that are tooling down the middle of because their parents aren't out watching them, right? Oh, they're safe. They're on a bike. They're with their friends. They're not watching them. They're not supervised ever. All these 23 years I've lived in this place. I say you really need a helmet. Sometimes I'd have leftover ones or I'd get some at Goodwill and hang on to them. And they would be, oh, I'm okay. And then I would kind of scare them. I'd say things like, our heads aren't hard like rocks. And they're looking at me, right? Because they don't know. I said, our brain is like a melon. You hit the pavement. So I said, you could really be hurt. So I said, at least, because what happens is they're going down the middle of the parking lot. It goes all the way around other buildings. And they're always in the middle. And there's always cars coming, right? Always, a lot, especially in the summertime, coming around the bend. And when they're in the middle, these little kids, some of them 5 years old, freaking 3 years old on three-wheelers. I'm not kidding. In the middle of the damn road. I see it out my window. I'm on the 3rd floor. I've literally gone down and told the parents, I mean, not in a mean way, but I'm like, I've lived here a long time. Try to keep them on the right side or going by the post office boxes. Because I've seen kids almost get hit a lot. And they're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't do that. Because it's a blind spot. Is that what it's called? When the car's coming around, they're not going to expect to see little kids way down here on the ground.
Right, exactly.
God. And kids have gotten hit. I've said this before. A little boy, he was walking. I don't think he got hit on a bike. Little Spanish boy. He wasn't killed or anything, but he got hit by a black pickup right over here.
Oh,
Probably
man.
about good 15 years ago. And then about 5 years before that, another little boy, this little red-haired 4-year-old, got hit by a pickup, but it was a red pickup, and that was down there. He wasn't killed, but he was hit. And it was the guy's son was the guy that sold me for $40 an oak bed or whatever. And then, did I tell you this already? A little 5-year-old girl was up on the 3rd floor over there, and she had fallen out of the window because they make the screens loose. I mean, you can just pop them out like that in case there's a fire. That's the reason. Right. So on the lease, it says, don't put furniture up, don't put your bunk beds, parents don't listen. They don't damn pay attention. Anyway, she fell out and she broke her arm, but she landed on the bushes that were down there. But it's a long fall, so there were ambulances. I can't remember her name, little blonde girl. So she had a broken arm. And then shortly after that, I knew the mother. I can't remember. She was German. Her, I can't remember her name for the life of me. I've met so many people here, you guys. Oh my God. Then they move, and I might stay in touch for a while, but I'd lose touch. And anyway, her son fell out the 2nd floor because the screen popped out. It was only the 2nd, but he landed on the sidewalk. Ambulance had to come for that, but he was okay.
Man.
Yep. And then it happened again. It happened a gosh darn again. On a 2nd floor, fell through. So it's only the 2nd, but still, it's up a good 30 feet, right? I'm higher than that. And then I saw, like, it was weird, you guys. There were like 3 ambulances, which I don't know why you'd need that many. And they were sitting down underneath an apartment nearish where the little girl fell out the window, but it didn't have anything to do with this family. And the mother had been rocking the baby. I think it was only like 6 months old or something. And then she fell asleep. She laid it on the bed or something. Anyway, apparently there was laundry all over the floor. The baby had rolled off and suffocated in the laundry. And I saw that baby.
Gosh.
I saw the baby. It had this red curly hair and this big smile, and he died. That's why I was like, why are ambulances, like, their lights were off? Like, do you know what I mean? Just sitting over there. I found out a baby died. I've seen a lot around here. I have. I saw two boys about age 10 that lived with just their dad. They had pocket knives, the playground. I saw another little girl about 7. She had those gardening shears and she's running around on the playground. So I'm running down 3 flights of stairs and I'm finding her mom, you know, and they're a little embarrassed, right? They're not watching their kid, and I'm not snotty. I'm not like, what the hell are you doing, you shitty, you know? I'm like, your daughter has big, 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 big scissors on the playground and she's running around. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. So that, oh God, it's just too much. And one time there were used condoms thrown around the place, but they got new management in and they fixed it up a little more. And then there were 2 different drive-by shootings in this place. I kid you not. I've been here 23 years, and I had been here at that point, 6, 10, about 10 years. Yeah, because my son was a teen. And, yeah, you could like, if I saw that now, Sherry, probably be the hell out of here if I could be. But, you know, I'd only been here 10 years, and I was a little younger, and I thought, oh, they said that the person got caught that did it, and it was all over a girl. Some gal about 20 or 19 or something broke up with a boy. She lived with just her mother. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And then this kid named JD, who was friends with my son, who was just a couple years older, but the special kind of needs thing. There was literally a bullet hole below his bedroom window. And they left shortly after that. They all moved away. And we kept in touch for quite a few years, and then we lost touch. He's in Carolina somewhere. So, you know, I think that's the other reason, come to think of it, that my son's been through a lot of loss. I mean, we all do, right? But then his friend Alex died in that house fire, and that boy stayed here. That boy stayed here for 2 weeks. So sad. Yeah, and 2 months later, he died in a fire. He was here 2 weeks. He was sweet. He was nice. He was, you know, he had manners. So my son was 17 then. He was 19. So, oh my gosh, you guys, he's 28 now. That was 11 years ago. I actually had his picture up just for a little while. You know, I didn't want Parker to be upset. Kind of on the wall by where we ate. Yeah, it was horrible. Horrifying. He kind of brought up the Special Olympics kind of thing with my son. I mean, not that, you know, I mean, don't you have to be like physically kind of impaired to do Special Olympics, or am I wrong?
I think it's both. I mean, I think it can be,
really?
It can be multiple things. Yeah.
It's so sad. I remember when I got the call that morning, of course I didn't want to assume, right? I was like, Alex, and then I can't remember the last name right now. And in fact, Josh, who my son still talks to on the phone, that lives 45 minutes from here, they just talked tonight. They've been friends. He's 31 now. No, he's 32 now, and he was 19 when we met him here. He used to live here. He's the one that called me. And he was so a matter of fact. There was no screaming, sobbing, whatever. Maybe he was embarrassed and didn't want to. And I said, no way. And then, oh, he didn't even know Alex. And when he told me his last name, I was just sick.
Right.
He read it off to me on the phone. I remember saying, Josh, I can't tell my son. He's going to freak. And then I was like, well, wait, if he hears about it and knows that I know, I mean, in hindsight now, maybe I never should have told him. because he wasn't living here. He was kind of homeless at that point a little bit and was staying. See, he was staying with some friends.
Right.
And by the way, you guys, they took their batteries out of the smoke detector for their Xbox or PlayStation, or I don't know, something. Some kind of game console, or no, it was probably the controller. Yeah. And so that wasn't working, which needed to be, because the kid who he was visiting's older brother had 3 little votive candles sitting on the bed.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure, I think he was getting stoned out of his mind. Yeah. And he burned his arm, but the thing is, Alex was real tall, maybe 6'3" or something. And he was there 2 months, but maybe he couldn't remember the layout of the house when it was like pitch black and all that smoke.
Right.
But I saw somebody filmed it. The whole house was up in flames. So all I could think about was him, trigger warning, burning. But apparently it was smoke inhalation that got him.
Yeah.
But it was really sad. I went to his memorial, and I'm trying to, I can't get to my camera. Hold on, Parker. I'm trying to get to my what do you need, hon? What? No, there's only one left, and that's for your sister, okay? It's 4:30 in the morning. I should try to end this live on a happier note. Just for even 5 minutes, let's talk about something happier. You can get lip stain now, Tina, thinking about it. Oh, permanent lip stain. I need that.
There's not a whole lot you can't get anymore.
I know. It's crazy. You can get permanent eyebrows, permanent eyelashes, right? Apparently,
yeah, I've heard of people who do, like,
stain.
they'll tattoo in eyebrows and everything now.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That is amazing. Yeah, I guess I was just bringing up, it's been.
Why don't you read one of those quotes I sent you? Maybe that would be a happy note. Do we have a happy one, or do we have a positive one in those?
I can't.
In amongst those, or you can't see them?
Yeah, I can't see them. If I went over, well, I've been using them for my thumbnails.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, quite a few. And then Mandy Lynn, out of the blue today, she made me these really cool thumbnails, which is my face, my real face, which is amazing. With, not my hair, because it's bright red, like those music ones she used to make.
Yeah.
But they're all smaller. One, I'm by an airplane, and I don't know, I can't explain it. There's a really cute one where I'm holding a tiger. It's not even a baby cub, I don't think. It's very cute, yeah. But, yeah, so today is a new day. Keep your head up, girl. Get some sleep. Yeah, absolutely right. I cannot keep up. I know. Well, I didn't do a live last night because I was still a tad burnout. And, we don't want to burn the candlestick at both ends, right? But I'm going to continue using your quotes and stuff for, if you can find any, well, actually, I have quite a few, too, quotes in my photos. So, yeah.
I have some that I wrote a long time ago. Every once in a while, I used to just sit and look out the window when I lived in the country, and I would just come up with quotes, when you're just looking around and you kind of see stuff. I'll have to send you a couple.
Okay, cool. It's been 3 hours, you guys. Paper cut Mel is in here? No. Mel from the UK?
I think it's the Mel from Roses. There's another person in there.
She just came in. Yeah, right here. Hi, Mel. Nice. See, why won't my thing even go all the way up to the very end like that? Normally my thing, hide current comment. What? No, that's not it. Oh, Maggie's funny. She's singing, share, like, and subscribe. That was fun. When your eyes start getting glassy, you know you need to end your live. It's like, oh my God.
When your eyes start getting glassy, you feel kind of classy.
Yeah.
But all you can think of is just being a little sassy.
Oh, very good. Very good. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. I can't even think of one. I was going to say when your lips are quivering, something else could be quivering too, but that's too freaking out there. Isn't that awful? I'm gonna go on that note. I think I'm turning red. I think I'm turning
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down too.
Thanks for coming up. It's been a real joy. Yeah. Thank you, Robin Barber, earlier. See you next time. It was
great hanging out. All right, bye. Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye, I love you too. God, I'm so bad. Told you I'm in my prime. That's my excuse, okay, for acting the way I do. Oh, Lord, you guys. All right, I'm going to go. It's gosh darn 4:38 in the morning, and I ain't been to bed yet. So, yeah. And I'm not mimicking Southern. I'm just playing around with my voice. That wasn't even Southern. That was just kind of, I don't know what that was. Was that Yankee-ish? That was more Yankee-ish, you guys. Thank you, everybody. Each and every one of you. Please hit the like. I've been reaching over 100 lately. I don't know what I'm at, but help me get to 100 likes at least. It was on 3 hours, 18 minutes, and 43 seconds. And thanks for coming to PCT is Extreme. Thank you to everybody that helped me get to my 2,000, which I'm over now. Yeah, I'm like 2,044 when I started the live. Maybe I can reach 2,050 with, what is that, 6 more subs somewhere, somehow. Thank you, you guys. Bye-bye. See you probably tomorrow night. Love you.